Good evening and welcome to Champions Poker Live from Champions Club right here in Houston, Texas. From a field of 77 players, we're now down to the final 9, the final table of our 10K guaranteed $200 event today. This is Dan Fouts in the booth, joined by Min Nguyen. How's it doing? How's it going, Nguyen?
Doing really good. I'm part of that 77, unfortunately. I'm sitting here with you, so I'm not as good as these players.
Well, we can't all make it to the final table, but these players have. Coming in with the biggest stack is Just Dave in the 9 seat with 814,000, and our short stack for the moment is the Mexican Grinder. He's been on our final tables before. He's in the 1 seat today. It's Grinder's 54th birthday today, and he comes into the final table with 54,000 in chips. Hopefully he can parlay that into something more.
He's feeling some serendipity, he said earlier.
It was funny. He registered late for this event, as you did, and he made an announcement when he first sat down. He said, if you guys give me $450 right now, I'll just go home. And nobody would agree to that. And now look at him. He's guaranteed to make at least 500. So.
Also, we got a back-to-back in Nick in C2. This is the second final table in a row.
That's awesome. Yeah, good to see repeat customers. And this is, you know, out of 77 players, so it's no fluke. Got our first raise. Kosovo raising it up to 25,000 with a little suited disconnector.
Little TV time.
Not really TV.
Grinder's going to wait for a better spot. Jack 9 in the small blind. He can afford to wait for another. He's got a full orbit before he has to worry about those blinds coming around now.
Right. You got a good draw on the button.
Heads up to the flop. Nobody has a diamond.
2 checks.
Scary flop for both players.
5 bets, 12,000.
But Kosovo's going to continue.
That should pick up the pot for him. Yep.
2 folds.
It's good to see Matt back in the box. He's one of our better dealers, and he's always really fun and good.
Yeah, one of the best.
I have to pick an opponent.
Actually, it was after you told me last week, I saw him in one of his bowling shirts.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I like you. I'm not picking
He's
on
quite the bowler.
All right.
Just Dave wants to say hi to his wife. Hi, Di. He told us before we got back in here. So hello, Diane. Root your man on tonight.
Yeah, Dave has done well in tournaments before. He's played on the stream before as well, and he told us that he won a charity tournament. There was a charity for a child with cancer, and not only did he play the tournament, which raised money for the family, but he donated all his winnings from that tournament, which he took first place, to the child with cancer. So that's pretty awesome.
Good for him.
So, yeah. Doesn't stop him from playing out a turn, though.
He's excited. He's excited. He's excited. I'm a little disappointed in Flavo not making a play with the 9-10 suited, one of my favorite hands.
Yeah.
In late position, too. Oh, Mexican Grinder, aggressive under the gun? No, he's a button. No, that doesn't make sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the raise. Yeah, the blinds are 6-12.
Yeah, Dave just called. Grinder got out of the way here.
Just so you know, we let the elderly
It's
make
just going to
one
be the big
mistake.
blind
That's your
and
mistake.
Dave.
No more.
Chago's a lot of fun. I played a lot of cash with him this week.
Yeah, nice guy. He's here a lot.
3 checks. 9 bets, 15,000. 3 folds.
So we do have a couple of shorter stacks here, but the average stack size right now is 350,000, so about 30 big blinds. So plenty of poker play here for the final table.
This is such a good tournament for $200. 30-minute level blinds, really good structure. Starting out with 30K. You can add another 30K at the break. It's really, and like you said, like Mexican Grinder and I both did late reg.
Yep.
And he did a little bit better than I did. He's a good player.
Yeah, even if you register at the maximum cutoff,
Yeah, 40
you
bigs.
start out with 40 big blinds if you take the add-on, and yeah, it's just a great structure, and we're growing every week. This is the largest field we've had, and 5,000 for first place today. That's pretty awesome for a $200 tournament.
Eunice opens for 25K here.
Eunice came into the final table with almost the same stack as the big stack here. She had just short of 800,000 coming in. So
yeah, that's a ton of bigs.
Ton of chips. And Mexican Grinder waking up with an ace in the cutoff.
He might make a stand right here and get a unpleasant surprise.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find a better hand than that in just 6 hands. So he has to figure out where he wants to make his stand, and this would be a bad spot.
I mean, she's pretty tight. I think he's going to fold. Good fold, great fold.
Nice
She's raising under gun +1, and he knows that she's pretty tight.
Yeah, an early position. What raise?
3 calls.
I'm surprised Chago didn't take a stand there, but yep.
Well, he's got about 100,000 there. That's plenty of.
Yeah,
you don't have to jam it in at this stage.
It's 10 bigs, you know.
Yeah.
3 checks. 4 checks.
Everybody misses the flop. 7's looking pretty good, on a 10 high board, but Eunice will continue to bet. She makes it 20,000 to go.
You can't ask for a better flop with 7s. Yep, there you go.
There we go, all in. 124,000 total for Eunice to call.
She should call here. She's calling 100K. No, she folds.
Let's it go.
That's why she's in the final table, and I'm sitting here with you.
That's right. Yeah, you would have gave him another 100,000
Oh,
chips.
easily.
Why not?
I wouldn't even thought twice about it. The money's right. Hot odds. Yeah, we really do love the 30-minute blinds, Clint. And again, the structure is good. These guys have been playing since noon, so we are 9 hours into the tournament. And it's a lot of play for, like I said, for $200 plus the $100 add-on. You can't beat that for 10K.
Eh? Yeah, I was thinking.
The weak ace?
Yeah, I would have ran right.
Brian and the team here really do their best to give us great tournaments, good structures, balancing a lot of different things out.
Clint was here playing cash last night. Always good to see you in the room, Clint.
I'm going to talk about Clint's podcast. You guys ever interested in some local podcasts? A lot of Houston poker. Clint and his friend Tyler, they do a podcast called Texas Poker Podcast. They talk about different hands in different rooms around here in Houston. It's a good fun podcast. They do it weekly.
Yeah, great podcast. I got the chance to listen to a couple of episodes, and yeah, fun listen. Get to hear about local rooms, what's going on, and mostly talk about their own play in these local rooms, which it's cool to hear, from real people and real experiences playing poker at stakes that are reasonable for recreational players to be playing at.
Mm-hmm. If you're a family member watching on chat, we only got 22 people now, but if you guys just come in, just do a shout out on our chat. Root for so-and-so, we'll shout you out on the stream. Oh, I think we got a mixed game. I think we got them.
I think they're trying to do 4-8 mix tomorrow, like 2 o'clock. I think that's the plan.
That hurts me. I'll be back in Dallas at 2 o'clock.
It hurts me too. I already have tickets to go to Oppenheimer, and you know that's going to take all day.
Yeah. You might not be in any shape to play afterwards.
Anybody volunteer?
All right, Steve and just Dave, you got 2 big aces
in the
here.
room.
Just Dave being the aggressive one,
forgot your
raising
wife's
ace-10.
That's a bad visual for me.
I forgot your wife's watching, so we're gonna leave it alone, right?
Did I get in trouble?
Yeah, that's what he said. He looked down. When I said stripper, he looked down.
6 folds.
And Steve's just going to call here with ace-jack while he heads up to the flop. I like that. Dave opened up pretty early position. Ace-jack could be in trouble, but you're getting the right place to make a call there for sure.
Sure. And I'm surprised Steve didn't open under the gun with ace-jack, but it's not a bad move either. He can survive a raise.
Hot control. Dave continues with the aggression and takes down the pot with the second best hand. That's how you do it. Doing what the chip leader should be doing, putting the pressure on. Jacob Summers says, go Dave. Guardian said, let's go Mark.
All right.
Got some fans in the chat. I don't know who Mark is. I'm looking at the list of players and I'm not seeing a Mark.
Thank
Me either.
Yeah, he just,
I was
he just
looking-
retracted the message, so maybe he doesn't know who it is either. Let's go, Steve. he
Steve,
says. That makes more sense.
Or look. All right. Didn't work.
One folds.
We have a new tournament tomorrow, right?
Two folds.
We do.
It's actually the same tournament, just a little bit different.
Tomorrow is Sunday, and we were doing what they called the Sunday Survivor, which was sort of a,
Satellite almost.
yeah, sort of satellite structure where it just played down to X number of players, and all of those players got the same payout. They're changing the Sunday tournament to just a regular tournament now, and I will be pulling up the details
Ooh,
here in a moment.
Steve
but
wakes up with a big hand here.
before we do that, yeah, we got an all-in. Blind versus blind. Eunice are one of the big stacks at the table with Queen Jack in the small blind, and Steve wakes up with aces in the big blind. Jams it all in.
Big fold, Eunice. She's had some big hands that she's had to fold. She had the ace king earlier when Chago
You can read, there you go, you can
jammed
read.
with the sevens. So she's been
Oh, my goodness. What do you tell?
Aces. You got him too early.
Playing very well.
I know.
Yeah, so they changed the Sunday tournament to just a standard no limit hold'em tournament. It's going to be a $130 buy-in, and that's at 3 p.m. tomorrow. 3K guaranteed. So that should be a good event.
Just to think, I was going to try to squeeze you like a lemon.
130 buy-in.
Squeeze away, my friend.
And it
try to
is
squeeze you
20-minute
like a lemon,
levels,
Ren.
so
I
it's a
didn't know
one-day
bullets.
tournament.
Happy birthday.
3 p.m. start.
I did say lemon.
Reg is open
Those
for
are good for
2
you.
hours and 15 minutes.
right. And we've got an amazing cash
Nine folds.
promotion right now.
Yeah, we've extended the high hands. We're going to go all the
we're
way
playing
through
with a prejudice
August.
deck.
Now it's every 30 minutes,
They're all the
$50
same
high
cards.
hands, 24/7.
One fold.
And we have a special 100 giveaway from 10 a.m. to noon. And
I'm feeling the same way.
4 p.m. to
So
10.
then I don't feel offended.
That every half hour they'll be giving away $100. You're not going to get a better cash promotion
Second card.
for a month.
Yeah, I've been
Every
getting
day,
nothing but-
24
Oh,
hours.
actually, I did get
Yeah.
one ace. I chose not to play it.
25,000.
She had ace king.
And that promo works for both Hold'em and Omaha. If you're an Omaha player, we do spread PLO, and we also have 1-3 with 1 and stuff like that. The way it works is on the Omaha games, it's what you flop. Whatever hand you flop counts for the high hand. On the Hold'em games, it's the entire board. So it kind of evens the playing field.
8 checks.
Eunice on the button with 10-3 of hearts, ends up flopping the best of it here, catching bottom pair with that 3. She's going to bet 25,000. Flavio with ace high hearts missed the board.
Yeah, it's a hard float. Backdoor hearts. He's thinking his ace might be good. Should be good. She didn't raise it, so he's kind of going through all those in his mind. She's
8
gonna-
calls.
Make the call here. She actually did make a little bit over a min raise pre-flop,
Oh, she
On
did
the
raise.
button
Excuse
there.
me, yeah.
but she's also a big stack and has the button, so that could be anything.
8 checks.
Let's see if she can follow one more barrel. I think one more barrel will take it.
6 checks.
But she's got showdown too as well. Oh,
Bad turn, or bad river rather, for Eunice.
6 checks.
Should go check, check here, and then should be getting the bad news. Yeah, I think if maybe she fired one more barrel there on the turn, she could have got him out of it, but
I can safely say for my birthday, I got double D's on my sleeves. The double D's. For the TV, so they can see double D's.
a very happy birthday to the Mexican Grinder.
That's right. John's a fun player. He finished second recently, right? First or second?
I believe so, yeah. He played on our live stream, I want to say 3 weeks or a month ago, one of these 10K events. He said he was going to use the money to go to Legoland when he was on the stream, and he confirmed that today. He said, yeah, he took his grandkids out to Legoland, and
I'm all in.
next time he wants to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, he's in with ace queen. Very good.
Here
hand.
he goes. That's a great hand that he waited for there. All in for 48,000.
48.
5 folds.
Might get some action here because he was one hand away from the big
I
blind.
did say I wanted
Eunice
a
does
lady
make
for
the
my
call.
birthday, but that wasn't what it was. I was
King 10
talking about my
spades.
wife. Not to take me out. This is what I meant by taking me out.
Fair fight.
9 folds. Turn 'em up.
We're seeing some kings fold though, so it's
This is the lady
Well,
I meant. Live card.
Mexican Grinder looking for a birthday present. Wants that ace queen to hold up one time.
looking good.
So far, so good.
7 deuce.
Backdoor spades for Eunice.
That would have been it right there.
Oh,
She turns a spade, makes it interesting.
Flavo had deuce 4.
Oh, that's right, he did.
That's what he's thinking right now. Oh, she catches. Oh no, he
Nope,
catches
that-
the ace.
that-
Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah, I thought the other way too. I was like, oh no, oh yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Magic on my
Reiner
chips.
gets a double up.
Nice little double up.
Looks like we've almost doubled our watching viewer.
Thank you, young lady.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Thank you for not busting me and sending me to the parking lot with that hand. Because that's what they call the parking lot hand.
Big blind, 12, 12.
And dealer, thank you for the energy in the cards.
Oh, yeah, ace queen, yeah.
Yeah, the energy in the cards is what helped me. Now I got 2 green ones.
I like ace queen. I don't mind being in the parking lot with ace queen.
The deuce over here.
Yeah, that's all you can do is find a big hand like that and get your chips in there when you have a stack like that. And ace queen's a good one to do it with.
4 folds.
Hey.
5 raises.
Excuse me.
5, 6 up.
Pretty good little hand.
6
Kosovo
folds.
opening it up here to 26 with king
Eventually,
queen.
we're going to have to battle. Me and you are going to have to
9
joust.
folds.
Because I think we are just as equal as professionals. I am. I think I'm not even going to look for a second because I'm going to contemplate how I'm going to treat you. I'm going to get them ready. Just in case they're right there. Drum roll. Look at your cards again. So I can
He's
get me a
taking
little clue.
full value from his TV time. It's a big part of his stack, 10%.
Not willing to go out with 6 high.
Shows the good card.
Next one. Try that again.
Hey, anybody know why a Texan's not afraid to go to hell?
Why?
Why?
It's cooler there.
It's cooler there.
Nice clean dad joke.
Yeah, he's right. It's very warm in
I only
Texas
got like
right now.
3 jokes. I'll use them sparingly.
Get it over with.
That's all I can remember. I always forget them. You know?
It's okay. Listen.
Every time,
Any jokes is better than the humor these guys are showing.
every time I hear a good one, I forget it. You know?
3 folds.
That could.
4 folds. 5 folds. 6 folds.
I was just. I don't know why I muted myself. I was telling Dan it'd be kind of fun. Dan and I can work on our poker jokes and try it on you guys, you innocent victims.
Really bad at dad jokes, but I'll listen to yours.
You can listen to mine in silence because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's right.
Flavo's contemplating here with a pretty decent hand at the cutoff.
I'll just say nice try every time you tell me a joke. You're like, oh, nice try.
There's a raise, 24. It's a min raise.
Little min raise from ace 10 in the cutoff. When you get to this stage in the tournament, it's pretty common for the raises to be smaller.
I like a little bit bigger because of the
The antes.
ante, so I like a 2.5 size.
Yeah, that sizing invites Nick in there with that deuce 4.
Right.
You're almost getting the right price for any hand.
And deuce 4 suit is not bad. He's got a decent stack.
Yeah, it's an easy hand to get away from, and if you hit something, the other guy probably didn't.
Like I said, they never see it coming.
Checking in the dark, looking for the steel wheel.
Do we got a hand cleaner?
Oh.
Oh, deuce in the window, but ace 10 underneath that.
Yeah, that should be a pretty easy one for him to get away from.
I would think a check back might come with flopping that strong.
Yeah. No,
Best
he's
thing
on
to do is
fire.
go rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, you got to see bet,
Now,
right?
you guys from Texas don't believe in that, but I
8
do.
bets, 12,000.
A check back's very suspicious there.
Right, yeah.
That's why I'm healthy. I'm dirty every day. You know?
He's going to take one more
But
pull at
everybody
it.
here in
For
Texas
12,
has
oh,
soft
just
skin,
small
huh?
bet though, 12. It's not a
Because
bad
he's
bet.
gonna
Oh, he's going to raise
raise.
it.
Skin?
Raised to
skins.
32, it looks
No
like.
way.
There you go.
I think he's
For
got
advertising.
32,000.
Giving you a gift. Excuse me.
he's with 100.
There you go.
96.
You got hand cleaner now, guys. Them dirty beats.
Too much healthy stuff ain't good for you.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do here? Do you just call and let him fire on the next street?
I think so, because he's only got 100 left, right? And after that, if he calls, the pot's be like 150.
Right, and you know if he's making a move and you raise back, he's just going to dump it. You don't
Right.
get anything else
I
out
think
of
I
him.
just flat here.
Yeah. But no, he's going to raise all in.
8 moves all in.
That should be an easy, easy fold there for Nick. He lost his fold equity. He's got nothing left.
Yeah. Now, it's really easy for us seeing the hands, but
Right. But I'm just saying, like you're seeing Nick. If somebody raises you there, you're making a play with a deuce.
right.
Yeah.
If you're Flavio flopping top 2 there and somebody check raises you,
You're thinking they're going to be good, right? You jam there, you get all the money
Yeah.
in there too.
yeah.
But you have position. I think it's a little different if you open and get raised. Then you check raise, it gets get it done with. But then if you have position, you can flat.
Good
and see what
job.
happens. But again, like you said, it's so much easier for us to see. I wish this happened all the time. I'd be a much better poker player.
Right, yeah.
You can see in 30 minutes.
Nice to be able to see the other
Like
guy.
20
Alright.
minutes, I think.
It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30-minute delay. Well, you won't be able to.
Unless the whole table agrees, we show everything. They won't have it.
No, we don't have to show anything.
No way.
No way, right
I'm
out of
not
that.
showing anything. Wow, that's not true.
But we're okay. Either way.
He said no break until it's over.
I don't know. Correct. I think so, yeah.
I mean, I would
All
I would
the way you
snap,
play through.
agree to that, and then just never show any of my hands. I mean, why would-
Great, I got to pee all the time.
How are they going to hold you to it?
Eunice there folded ace 2 of spades. I think she's been bitten a couple times, so she's a little gun shy.
Grinder with a pocket pair on the button,
1 moves all in.
shipping it all in as he should. Looking for another double up here. This double up, if he gets it, would put him right back in the game.
Right back to the mix. He plays the short stack very well. He was patient. He folded that ace 9 earlier. Was able to pick up a better hand with ace queen.
Yeah, part of the art to playing tournaments is knowing when to pick your spots, for sure.
Right. And be paying real attention to who's raising, when they're raising, where they're
Pocket
raising.
sevens.
Watch it in 30
Pocket
minutes.
sevens. That's what I had. The TV's going to tell you. You can see if I'm telling the truth or not. Pocket sevens.
I think you're an honest
Yeah,
man.
when the
I did.
big stack opens up and
told you the
you
story.
only
I
have
told you that one.
5 big blinds, you don't
It's not
want to
good for TV.
rejam unless you really want to call. It's because they're definitely going to call.
That's a great hat, sir.
But if it folds around to you on the
I like it
button,
a lot, man.
you can have a much wider range.
Oh, really? I thought it was. Oh, I guess the old horseshoe's closed in Vegas. Right?
They have a brand new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Took the place of Bally's.
Oh, wow.
6 raises, 25,000.
Love it, man.
7 folds, 8 folds.
That's where the World Series of Poker is being played.
Dave getting some more love in the chat.
9 calls,
Gerardo, bring us home some money, please.
25,000.
Oh, crap. You weren't paying attention.
I told you, you're only allowed one
Ah,
mistake.
Connie says happy birthday.
But we're going to give you 2.
You gotta
Just
know too
because
to make mistakes.
you're younger than all of us.
Oh yeah.
1 fold, 2 folds.
You know, our tournament audience has been pretty solid the last
Oh,
couple
God,
of
it's
weeks.
my
So it's good to
nemesis,
see everybody
too.
in the chat.
no.
too.
Yeah, we're count
How
is
much
going
has she
up.
got behind?
Eunice
jillion
opens up with ace
Small
nine.
stack can do that.
Dave, the 2 big stacks are fighting each other a little bit here.
I'm guessing that this is going to be a pretty small pot. I don't think either one of these players wants to get too involved with the other at this stage of the final table.
6 checks, 9 checks.
You know, I know that. Sometimes I can't help myself.
Right.
And
9 bets.
Dave's going to take
25,000.
position there and just take a fire at it.
It's a good one to fire at. If Eunice hasn't bet on that board, she probably missed.
Dan, you play a lot of tournaments?
Not a big tournament player myself. No, I'm not very good at cash either, but I play that more often. Yeah, tournament strategy is not my strong suit.
Oh, Steve, another big hand. He had aces earlier, and
Just jams it all in. I don't know if I like this. You're not going to get much action with the size of stack he has there.
I don't, but I understand.
9 folds.
When you're in tournaments right now, you're just thinking, I just want to survive, I want to survive. But you're right. You've got to play to win. Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, Nick has only 90,000 in chips, so this makes a lot more sense for him to get all in on a hand like that. But
All in.
4 move.
oh, and Jason,
Oh.
his hand came.
And
took a
look at
minute to come up.
Kosovo. Kosovo is completely in the grinder of the blender there with 2 nines.
Wow. Kings versus kings, and Jason with 9s, facing a bet of a.
206.
Jason with kings, Kosovo with 9s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Kosovo still with a decision to make here.
With a ton of, he's got the biggest stack. So effectively, he's calling it 200,000 of Steve's.
Right, he's gonna have to put a little less than half of his chips in there, but a huge percentage of his stack.
There's 3 players.
You know what's funny? It's so weird. Oh, good fold. Good fold.
Getting out of the way.
He's going to think he's a freaking genius when they transfer these things over.
Right.
Wow, that's amazing.
Kings versus kings. Most likely to be a chop here,
Wow.
I was gonna shove it ace-10.
obviously.
Let's see who gets a free roll.
He shoved last time with pocket aces.
Oh. Oh, the Spades gets a free roll.
Spades has a chance.
Not a red card in sight.
Runner, runner.
4% chance to make a flush, get
now
a
we're
miss.
safe. Now we're safe.
I guess we'll chop it up. But I get chop up half yours.
And a 9
9.
on the river. Oh, no. Kosovo with pocket 9s would have busted them, both of them.
He's like, why can't I just play bad right now? It was a great read.
Yeah.
Great fold.
Yeah, you got to
No
fold
blood.
there.
Especially when he just shoved aces and now he's
He'll
just
call
shoving.
me.
I thought he had at least queens. I was like, he's got,
He's not gonna call.
yeah, queens, jacks,
10 jacks. So he's-
ace king. He's all premium over there.
how much did he?
I folded an ace-10.
Yeah.
200.
I had 200 something in.
206.
206.
Now, if you could get in your time machine, and if you only opened for like a regular open there, you'd have like a 4-way all in.
Right. Ace 10, king.
I put you
Yeah.
on aces. So.
And the 9s beat
And
you.
the 9s call, because
Yeah.
it's only 100 and something in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of the plan.
He said he pulled the 9.
7 folds.
That's part of the plan too.
Again, nines. I'm taking this nines again.
2 black 9s for Dave. Different story when you have that many chips. He's going to raise it up.
33.
Also not facing an all-in. 33,000 is the bet.
1 fold. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4
Let's see if
folds.
the blinds hold. Nothing much, it looks like.
5 folds.
Have a tight table.
No shame in
Eunice,
folding.
King 10 of diamonds. That's not too bad. She's going
No.
to get in there. He heads up to the flop here.
Very
Also,
fair
I
fight.
don't have a choice.
Basically a
Also,
coin
it's
flip.
little bit tight. Try to get it in best we can.
Ooh, good flop.
Diamonds for Eunice.
Good flop for
Diamond
both of
draw.
them.
Yeah.
Kings too, 'cause you're calling
Feels
me.
like a safe flop for 9s.
200,000
Eunice
a
is
big
going to
bet.
open up, though, for 50,000.
Yeah, he was already invested.
With a
That's not
smile.
counting me.
That
Fuck
smile
that.
looks deadly.
And more than half the pot.
Raise.
9 raises.
That's
So
min raise.
100,000.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty easy call.
6 calls.
King 10 or diamond. They're almost even money right now.
Yeah, still a flip.
Oh, there she gets there.
I was just going to say a 9 of diamonds would be an interesting card, but 4 of diamonds, also interesting.
Isn't that 100? He should just call here, I think. Is
Not
that
a-
not enough? No.
About a third of the pot is the bet.
I might have checked there. No, it's not a bad bet. 100's a good bet.
Tough spot for Dave here. She bets the flop. She bets the turn.
Her story also makes sense. She's going to lead out with the diamond draw
Yeah.
against the razor.
Good laydown.
Good, very good lay down. These people are playing some great poker. These players are playing some really good poker today.
And Eunice is definitely going to be the chip leader now. It's a pretty good sized pot.
Yeah,
Oh, my
300,000.
buddy.
She netted like 100 and change, right? I think he's still behind
Make
because
this work.
Dave picked up those pots with the ace deuce and some other ones. I think Dave's still ahead.
You may be right, but she just got
She got her back. She's back to second.
100 and some thousand from him. So
Oh, you flopped it?
No.
No. Oh,
No.
that turned. That's right.
Turned it.
Raise at this call.
Oh, and then you hit the flush.
needs to move the green chips out in front so we can see how many she's got.
You know she's got
Another
some.
one.
Yeah, because he put 100K in there at least.
There we
go.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Nice hand.
He didn't say two, he said 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. So she's got a little bit less than she.
Yeah,
That's
she
seven,
lost a
seven.
couple of pots at the beginning there, so she's a little over 700.
Looks his pinks look a little high.
Yeah, he's got them stacked weird.
Anybody, let's see.
Wow, 2 7-4s in a row.
Come on, make Dan proud.
Well, they're not as good in tournament setting.
Really, you think there's a difference?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
King 10 seems to be the hand of the night. People picking it up a bunch.
2 is all in.
And Nick has picked this spot
4 is all in.
to get him in there. Jason wakes up with big slick.
Look to both.
He does have a smaller stack than Nick.
He's got me right now.
Wait a minute.
All right. 2 of the smaller stacks battling it out here. Ace king for Jason. He does have the lead, but he has the shorter stack, so he'll be at risk here.
Wait till this hand goes over.
A little gutter for
No
the King
sweat
10.
there at all.
10 or a jack.
We got some chop outs. Ace gets there. Jason will double up, and that's going to leave Nick with just shy of 2 big blinds.
Need like a 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no, it went out.
It's okay.
The party's over.
But you guys still got to sing happy birthday.
Oh, I think somebody's getting a cake.
She's going to come back. She's going to come back.
Oh,
Gotta plug in the candle.
I think the candle went out.
That's all we,
She was
that's
pretty
why we
good.
love her. She cooks over here like homemade.
Our chef does everything. Connie's one of the biggest hearts you'll find and one of the most amazing chefs you'll find.
Looks like the blinds have gone up to 15,000 since we started here.
Huh?
Players still well
Yeah,
over
especially with that all in
20 bigs, though.
Perfect.
Average stack. 23 big blinds.
Set off the alarms again.
This is really going to put the pressure on those smaller stacks, though.
Harvey, yeah, we make it work.
Just a small
It's okay.
increase in blinds from 12 to 15 makes such a huge
it's okay.
difference.
I think
Hey,
Nick's pretty
it was
early
that
position
hand.
too. Nick's
That hand.
under the gun +1, I believe.
Yeah, well, that's why he made his move on that last hand. He knew he only had a limited number of hands.
All right, or I'm gonna put low jack. Let's see what he wakes up with here. You know what?
Little suited connector. You like that hand when you have some chips. You don't want to get it in there with 6 high, though. I don't
That's
think.
fair.
You wait for.
But I think I don't hate it, honestly. Your card should be live to catch.
Yeah, and
then you
you,
get a little
should
extra.
get 3 or 4 callers.
Yeah. Oh, Jason folds with ace-8 there. It's pretty quick fold.
7 calls. 8 calls. 9 calls.
It's not a bad hand to get a ton of action.
Yeah, quadruple up.
Flavio calls with a pretty wide defense there.
4 players to the flop, 1 player all in.
Ooh, not a terrible flop for
Flopping the
5-6.
flush draw. Steve out in front with king, and Dave betting with middle pair. Broadway draw. Or sorry, bottom pair. Broadway draw.
7 folds, 8 folds. Turn up, please.
Oh, the king folded.
Not bad. Flush draw. Give you a line. There you go. You don't
Not
have
too
any
bad,
flush,
actually.
right? Up like that.
In really good shape here with 2 cards to come.
Oh, he got a little more outs.
Picks up some more outs.
Again, guys.
Oh, the kings would take it down too. King
Good game,
seven.
bud.
Good tournament, Nick. 2 weeks in a row. Hope to see you here again next week.
More outs on turn.
Okay.
Nick will be taking home $500. Not too bad.
Okay, that's why I love this place. That's why I love you people in Texas. You guys got to sing happy birthday. Ready? Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Too loud.
dear. Happy birthday to you. Thank you,
God, look
everyone.
at that creation.
I love this place. Champions for life.
Look at that beautiful looking dessert.
Chef Connie making people happy. Look at that guy.
You can't be happy.
Smile
Oh,
as big
wow.
as Texas.
Like Kansas, no place like home. I'll take this. Thank you, guys.
That's Leo.
Perfect for. Oh, and look at this.
God, that looks so good.
I share with you guys, but
Connie's going back to Dallas tonight. She can't have one for us.
oh yeah,
That looks
Breaks
awesome.
my heart.
Don't rub it in. You're not going to share with us.
I told you I was gonna win this thing. I'm done now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Look at this for the TV.
What's that? Is that an ice cream?
I don't know. She puts it together. Has peanuts and berries and strawberries and chocolate, whipped cream.
Ah, that sounds
Yeah,
pretty
I know I had
good.
a bowl of fruit, and that fruit was good.
And that's not ready whip either.
The lady here,
course
she'll
not.
cook the
Not
meals the way
here.
you like it. Flavor everything.
Blind versus blind, 9-5 versus 8 deuce. This is the classic.
I played it a
blind
lot of
versus
places. The hospitality here is to die for. No, I'm just saying that because it's TV.
No, you were saying.
Yeah, we talk about it every week.
Talking about it.
Somebody's going to
Have your
mention it at the
Yeah, without
table. The
the-
food
without
here
the-
is
yeah.
awesome, and our chef
burning?
is the best.
Oh, it's the thing that, yeah.
No, it's your chips. You're like on fire right now.
No, my nemesis is killing me.
And my wife and my family were sad because I'm by myself on my birthday, but she doesn't know I'm surrounded by all kinds of friends.
That's sweet.
That's
And
awesome.
that really is
Warms the
true.
heart.
I think it's even more so.
Hey,
in
what did
turn
they put in the
poker.
bottom of that?
We
Is
play
that
each other all the
cream and
time.
stuff
When
like
you get
that?
into
Is
that
that
poker
ice
whipped
cream?
cream
community,
and
playing tournaments, we
coconut,
play each other all the
peanut.
time.
Is there ice cream
You're
in
playing
the
for a
bottom?
lot
No,
of money,
just,
but you pull for each other when you're out.
berries
and
and
it's usually pretty.
chocolate. You
Pretty.
want some?
It's very
No,
friendly.
no, thank you.
It's a friendly competition. Yeah, everybody hates to be beat in the moment, of course.
Of
but
course.
at the end of the day, it's a community of players. And the world of poker is a small world. Most of these folks know each other.
Right.
You know, we know all the players. They know all
Hey,
of
don't
us.
look at my chips.
It's
It's
a lot of
You want
fun.
some napkins? Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Harvey.
Gets folded around to Flavio on the button here. He wakes up with queen 8. He's going to make a little raise. Try to steal those blinds and antes.
Flavio's got a nice little stack, 465.
Putting the pressure on the smaller stacks here. Grinder waking up with 8 tray of hearts, enjoying his
37, huh?
dessert.
I think your range narrows when you're eating a good dessert.
That's true. Definitely for me, when I've got food in front of me, if I put chips in the pot, you know I got monster.
I think food and
Can I double
massage, your range
Do one
narrows.
face down.
Yeah.
Double down.
Speaking of which, we have Caroline tonight, is one of our massage therapists in the room, and she's amazing, dude.
Yeah, I got a massage from her just the other night when I was playing cash,
Yeah.
and it's great.
I got one today, and I feel so much better. It's gonna make my drive home tomorrow a lot easier.
There's a little
You guys are the best
Nothing
around
but the
here.
best here.
Nothing
You
but the
guys are
best.
the
And
best.
reasonable rate
What's
here
up?
for massage, too. A lot of poker rooms, you're looking at $2-3 a minute. Here,
Yeah,
she
you guys are the
charges
best.
$1.50, which I
I've
think
already
is
won.
very
even though I'm just
reasonable.
sitting
Worth every penny.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna be pleased that you guys are taking care of me.
Hope she's watching there, Mexican Grinder. Love to see her in chat.
Grinder usually has some fans in the chat. Sometimes there are people asking where he's at when he's not even here.
Right, right.
Oh shoot, I can't get up. Well, just me and
Action
you.
folds around to the blinds, and Grinder wakes up with an ace. Just calls. I was expecting a different result there with the stack size. Ace in the window, though. Probably see some chips go in now.
Right.
That's 25,000.
Should be a pretty easy fold. Yep.
Yeah, he might have got the call if he jammed pre.
There's a Jack 9 pre-flop too. Jack 9
Queen
suited.
10 of diamonds. First to act, though. And that comes stay over the top.
Yeah.
Let me get that water right there, okay?
Like just
Perfect
then,
timing.
I probably would have called for 25 if it was turning.
Ah, crap.
Where are you going?
He told me to give him a rack of yellow.
Oh my God. We don't.
There's no more
what do-
tables.
I quit. I'm leaving.
Well, yeah, what do we have?
Cash them out.
Cash him out? He couldn't see you behind all those yellow chips.
Costco's got a pretty good hand there.
35,000.
Raising it up to 35. There's that 5-6 suited again, this time going into the muck. I do like those little connectors like that.
He's got some chips in position too, so but it's certainly, I'm never going to fault anybody for folding 5-6.
Right.
Dave's defending with ace deuce diamonds in the cutoff. And not much in the blind, so let's see. Oh,
Top and bottom for Dave. Top pair for
pairs.
Kosovo.
Kosovo checks the ace 10. Wonder who's checked and make her check raise here. No, he's flatting.
That is a check raise, I believe.
Oh, it is a check raise. Sorry.
Oh, no. The bet was big enough that that was a call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, holy moly!
Oh, man. Now we're going to see some fireworks. Kosovo checks again.
This
Dave
time
betting 65,000.
200?
65,000.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking the check raise to 200.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Looks like he's just calling.
It's fine. Can't be too careful these days.
Just waiting for like the Queen of Hearts to get there on the river, so
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
can bet anything.
Should freeze that up.
Yeah, looks like a fairly safe card. Wow, check.
Like I said, can't be too cautious.
I was waiting for another bird.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
To preface this, I'm way more aggressive than I should be. That's a pretty passive play from both of them.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I've watched a lot of final table play. I don't think I've seen two pair versus two pair check on the river.
Especially aces up too,
On the
right?
final
Nice
yeah,
turn.
that's- yeah.
I mean, granted, king, queen, ace, jack is both very playable hands, but the way the action fold, it's hard to put somebody
Well,
on
Lutz
that.
got a lot
Yeah.
to do with this stuff, doesn't it?
That was a great check back.
He was lying in the weeds waiting.
That's the minimum.
Line of weeds waiting for you to, so he can call. Eunice picks up 2 nines.
6 versus the 45,000.
Raising to 45,000.
They're picking up their raising sizes a little bit now. I noticed that 35 earlier, 45 now. From the min raises, they're getting a little more situated, more comfortable.
4 5
Listen, that was a very strong hand. You're going to raise with confidence.
Do you tend to raise more if you're in early position or late position, or do you try to keep your raise sizes similar no matter what your position is?
I keep them consistent depending on how many players are in the pot. I usually try to pot it. Like I like opening up at 2.5 because between the two bigs and the little blind. If there's a limper in, I'll add another blind to it, so I'll make it 3.5.
I see.
And it also depends. I mix it up a lot. Under the gun, I'm just my standard 2.5. I don't go too crazy. Whatever it is, aces or ace 5 of hearts or whatever it is.
Grinder, little pocket pair here in the hijack and is folded around to him. Just short of 10 big blinds.
First to open in the hijack. I think he can just shove and protect his hand, and it won't be too bad if he gets called. 10 bigs, there's not much you can do,
Yeah, it's tough to open for 30 or 35
especially fours.
when you have, that's a quarter of your chips.
It's a fold or jam in my opinion. Yep,
And here's the all in.
I like it. Oh,
Oh, Chago behind him with eights and a very similar size stack.
Yeah.
Has the same exact problems we were just talking about. He's all in as well.
you're not going to get a better shot there.
And if they can fade the big, oh my God, Eunice with nines again.
Should be a relatively easy call for her.
Yeah, it's not very
150.
much to call.
150. She's got
126,000.
10 in it, 15 in it.
She's got, yeah, between the, 15 in it right now.
161.
And her Annie in there also.
There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't even put a dent in that big stack.
No, it's not even all your greens. But we'll see. I mean, oh, she folded.
Oh, wow. Big fold
Yeah.
and showing a big
Well, we got to
hand.
set together.
You had the better
Good
hand.
luck, guys. Good luck.
Once again, nines could have knocked out two players.
Right. Two very different situations, but
Yeah. Just seems like that's the hand of the day.
All right, guys.
Hey, enjoy playing.
Hey, you guys
I
got
mean,
it.
Happy birthday.
I have nothing to do.
Happy birthday.
All right,
again.
I ran right into it
birthday,
twice.
John.
Actually,
Happy
either
birthday,
way.
Grinder.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice,
Thank you for
nice
calling.
showing by the grinder
Bye,
today.
Hey, definitely.
Almost
Heck of a
won
guy.
call.
Nice little payout, right? 6 something.
590 on 8th place, but
Not
yeah.
bad at all.
he would have left for 450 earlier, so he got a little bit of a bonus there. And if he keeps final tabling these Saturday tournaments, we might have to make the price a little bit higher for him.
Right. But, you know, here's one thing you watchers at home. People tighten up on final
Take today
tables.
now.
They don't want to go out.
God, what a lucky
So
turn.
aggression,
Yeah.
we're speaking generally, but I've seen it in other situations too. So you were talking about sizing. One thing I do like a lot is I like squeezing a lot. And I like squeezing
Why?
when I
A flop
squeeze, I
too
shove.
scared.
Yeah.
And it puts people in terrible positions, and you can pick up a lot of blinds that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, well, the pay jumps are so big, you know.
Right.
He just went out 8th place for 590. First place is 5,000.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
a big
10x
jump.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, the pressure is on, and
I'm sorry?
you just don't want to put a big chunk of your chips in there with 9s when you already have a jam and a
That's
call
poker.
or a rejam, and yeah, so I
I'm
get
happy
it.
to be here.
But if you have one strategy is target a lot of the medium stacks, right? You know, the station. So I know a lot of people know this, but it is not easy to put into practice. But I like doing it. Wow.
Stop lag.
I thought I saw an 8 earlier, didn't I? Yep.
Yeah, Steve and Dave each have an
Holy
ace,
moly.
or 8 rather.
15,000. It's a good bet. I like that a lot. I'm not gonna like it, but he's got a lot of chop up possibilities too with the 8. So we'll see how this goes. Steve's definitely gonna.
Yeah, we're obviously getting all the chips in here.
Yeah, especially at Steve's size.
All in.
9 re-raises to all in. And a call. All in and a call.
Yeah, lot of chop opportunities.
Turn 'em up, please.
And having that ace there makes it so much easier to call a big bet.
Right.
If you have an 8, because a lot of people do that with an ace as well. Yep. Gotta be under a 9 for him to win.
Chop it up.
Got there. I like that. That's a new angle we got there. All right, way to go, boys.
Hey, 2 sets.
Yeah, that's the old turn cam.
Yeah.
They've been doing it on the turn mostly.
Oh, have
I like
they?
that. Yeah, yeah.
It's the first time I've seen it.
They-
I'm a veteran of all of three streams now.
Right.
yeah.
So they use that on the final tables because when they lose a player, they can take that camera that they were using for that player and do
Right.
something different with it. So
That's
it's
very interesting.
a
Yes.
little bit of inside baseball there for you
I
viewers.
thought you were going to win anyway.
Guys, also, speaking of little inside baseball, I'm going to brag on Champions again. Their equipment is amazing. A lot of the streams we
That
see in
would've been
Texas here are good streams. We have pan and zoom capabilities that a lot of the other streams don't have. So you're going to see some neat stuff as we get a little more experience doing this stuff. We have some great equipment.
Yeah, the ownership here is not afraid to spend money on quality. You know, we've talked about it on stream before. We've got the best chairs of any poker room I've ever been in. They're the most comfortable. They're super nice, expensive chairs. The tables are great. They renovated this entire building. The hotel rooms are great. You know, so yeah, it's nice to work for a company where the ownership is willing to put money out front to make quality things for, you know, a quality experience for the customers. It's
Right.
great.
It's a good place to work.
Ace high, still good here for Kosovo. He's going to continue to bet.
Flavo's got a gutter. That might not be good.
Yeah, that's a tough position to put yourself in when you're drawing to the bottom end of a straight there.
Right.
That happens a lot in Omaha.
Yes. I'm learning that. I paid some expensive lessons this week.
Oh, these are slippery.
Just in case you weren't there earlier, Dave asked us to say hi, Di, to his lovely wife. Hope you're watching. Dave's playing very well.
Yeah, this is a really cool opportunity for players who probably wouldn't play on a live cash stream to be able to play. And it's really fun for us to see all these new faces. And we had 2 or 3 players that have played on stream, and everybody else on this table has never played on stream before.
Right.
That's pretty awesome. And we're streaming these tournaments every Saturday. Next week, we're going to be running the same exact tournament, $200 buy-in, 10K guarantee. It's been growing every week. If you like tournament poker, this is the place to be. Come on down to Champions. And the following week, on August 12th, is the 50K guarantee. 500 buy-in, 50,000 guarantee. That was an awesome tournament the last time we did it.
I'm super excited about that. I'll be back by that time to call that tournament. So I'll be gone next week, but I'll be back. My home club in Dallas, Shuffle 214, is running a really cool tournament, $130, 100K guarantee. So
Oh,
I'll
nice.
be there to help
That'll be
them.
fun
Hey,
for
did
you.
you know I can't hear out of this ear?
Why?
It's because that's the side my wife sits on.
We just said something nice about your wife.
The second one? Got one
That's
more?
the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more left.
Yeah, I got one more left.
The 2 eliminations, we're down to 7 players, and now the
Jumping the gun.
average stack is back up to 30 big blinds. So again, you know, the way this tournament is structured, there's just so much play at this final table.
Right.
The tournaments that I have final table were mostly the kind of tournaments where you have, you know, 20-minute levels or 15-minute levels, and when you get to the final table, everybody has like 7 big blinds, and so it's basically just folder all in every hand, and to me that's just not as fun.
Right. Not at all. It's an interesting hand here. Chago's got a gutter. And Dave opens, so, and that's a pretty non-open flop, right? Chago should have all the 10s and 7s here. And Dave won't have much. He'll have the overpairs, but he won't have much.
Yeah, it's always, to me, it's always interesting when it's blind versus blind and you have a board like that.
Right.
You just, it's hard to put anybody on anything.
Sorry
But
about that. Sorry about that.
See, that's where I don't mind being a little aggressive, just looking at playing each other, somebody's range there. He raised them in a little blind, then he c-bet. I mean, Chago didn't have a ton of chips, but he did take grinder out, so he could have put a min-raise +1 or something, plus a little bit.
yeah, that.
But I do like the c-bet from Dave, because he knows he's checking Fago's going to fire no matter what.
Right.
So, yeah.
And when your head's up with king high against the other blind, a lot of times that's going to be good. There's like a 50-50 shot that the other player didn't connect.
So Kosovo, if he looks nervous, I just found out the reason.
And what's that?
His wife is 9 months pregnant,
Oh, wow.
and it could be at any time. So
So I'd go spend the whole day playing poker too. That's what
I'm not going to pretend I wouldn't.
Yeah, right. Nut flush for Jason.
And Dave fires in there.
All in, of course.
All in.
It was not much.
And
Can I
it's
have a
not
count, please?
it's not much for him to call.
But Dave's got nothing to call
Yeah,
with
he has,
there.
he
Nothing.
literally has nothing, but it's such a small bet.
48 to call. This is a good spot to save chips. It really is. A lot of times you're thinking that you're just gonna fire in there. You have nothing at all.
Yeah, a lot of times the difference at the end of the day are these folds that you make.
Yes.
And a good fold there.
Good fold.
Yeah, because he's definitely, in your mind, you could talk yourself into, oh, I'm getting the right price here. It's only this much, and if I hit a king.
I catch a king. King might be good.
Right.
I think if he has a king of diamonds there, it's a no-brainer. But with a king of clubs, there's just no reason to call that.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Out goes Brandon. In comes Matt.
Cosmo was thinking, is there a break? I can go check the phone on real quick. Or
Right.
That's flush.
remember the baby beepers? You're old enough to remember baby beepers, right?
Yeah.
I had one of those. I mean, the first baby, I had a cell phone, but the doctor gave us a baby beeper too. She might have had a bunch of extra ones.
Yeah, my mom was a nurse in the maternity wing of a hospital when I was a kid, so yeah, I remember all that stuff. Appears the blinds are up to 20 now.
Probably not. I'm kind of donkeying off.
6 folds.
Another sizable jump for the smaller stacks. Average big blind stack now 22 bigs.
3 calls. 4 folds.
It's interesting because of the big blind ante. The average stack is 22 bigs at 450,000, right?
Yeah.
And we've got almost 450, a fifth of it. No, a little bit less than a fifth. So 70,000 in the pot. That's a big chunk in the pot every single time.
Right.
How much is it?
4.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's 50,000 in the pot before anybody calls anything. So that's what your M is.
I saw 50. I saw 70. I think somebody had called. You're
Yeah.
right.
No, like potato chips.
Was that Dan
Harrington.
Harrington was the M.
Please. Appreciate it.
A lot of people don't like the big blind antes, but I like it. It speeds the game up. It makes things go a little faster. It hurts when you have to do it, but it's the same thing as everybody putting an ante in.
Yeah, well, for a full table it is.
Right, but as this goes down,
it gets more expensive. So it's essentially, when you hit the final table, the antes become more expensive for you.
Way more.
Yeah.
And aggressive play and picking up antes is huge at that point.
Yeah, especially as it gets shorter, like 4 or 5 players, it's a huge difference. But for most of the tournament, it's no different than if you were just anting every hand.
6 bets, 45,000.
Look at this hand here. Gut shot for Kosovo. Open ender for Eunice.
Eunice is the aggressor. Probably might get him to fold this hand.
Looks like he's check raising here. Oh, maybe not.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
145.
And this is similar to that other hand you were talking about where the...
6 calls.
She's calling.
But in this case, it's all big cards, so...
Right.
different...
Oh!
Wow.
5 bets.
Should be easy for Eunice to get away from this hand, though.
She just made her straight. Or, oh, sorry. Oh, Kosovo made the straight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Well, now she's got a pair and an open ender, which is basically drawing dead.
Yeah. And she can't really catch a 7. I mean, a queen makes the aces straight. There's only chances to check this back to get any more value. Oh, he does. And she
50,000.
good play, Kosovo.
Small bet there.
It's a smart bet by her.
Yeah,
If he doesn't have anything, she picks up the pot for 50K.
right.
If he raises, then she's done. Very good play from both players here. Really good play from both players here.
Small check raise here. He's going to make it 150, and she should be able to get away from that, like you said.
Yeah, very good play from both players. This is very good. It's fun to watch. Oh, no, don't do it. What is she? Oh. I take it back. I see what she's doing, but...
I think she had the exact plan that you said in her mind, and then she changed her mind and made the call. I do that a lot. I'm like, oh, I'll bet this, and then I'll be able to get away from it. Worst possible card for her on the river. Oh, luckily it was a diamond, so she was able to check it back.
Yeah. He can't do anything there, honestly.
No, that's a terrible card for both players.
Yeah. But you're right. I think it looked like that was in her mind. And then she's like, wait a minute.
I've done that so many times in tournaments. I'll be like, oh, I'll bet this small bet, and then I'll be able to fold. And then they raised me, and I talk myself into calling.
And Kosovo really sized it well. Like you said, it was a small check raise.
Yeah, that was very well played by Kosovo.
Diamond.
Eunice is taking it way better than I am. I'd be kicking myself. You'd be hearing me muttering around that back corner over there. What are you doing? Why did you do that?
Yeah, she's very stoic. She hasn't reacted one way or the other to any wins or losses. It seems like she's just...
That's perfect poker.
That's how you should be, yeah. I just got an Apple Watch. I haven't had one for very long. I got it like, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And I was playing cash the other day, and I got involved in a big hand. The hand was already over, but my Apple Watch alerted me that my heart rate had gone up.
I know where to look.
I've been playing poker for 20 years. It wasn't like it was $1 million hand. It was like,
I still get excited. I still get very excited, one way or the other. Ooh,
yeah,
big flop.
It was a small change in my heart rate, but apparently it goes up.
Pretty interesting flop. We got nut, flush draw, gutter, and middle pair. Steve folds the gutter.
Yeah, getting out of the way.
You're still the best hand. Checks.
3 checks.
Oh no, same thing. She's still good.
3 calls.
But she should get a call.
Yeah,
now.
gets called now because he makes that 9.
All right, Eunice.
Nice little pickup.
Right back.
180K.
Not bad.
9 big blinds.
Mm-hmm. And then you pair up on the river.
Look at that. Dave's got some fans in Iowa.
River cost you another 25.
Go, Dave.
Yeah.
I like his story. You want to root for a guy who donated a bunch of money to charity like that.
Yes.
I think I'm probably going to start telling that story too.
Was a good river to make a block.
I mean, the first part, would they believe you won a tournament? No, sorry.
Oh, you got me.
9 folds. 3 calls. 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 folds. 7 folds. 8 checks.
Chago just flats the limps with the king jack.
8 checks.
Yeah, fresh off losing about 90K on that last pot. Probably a little gun shy.
8 checks.
Big bet and take it here.
30,000.
Poker's a game of skill, but it's also a game of luck, and it's also a game of momentum.
Right.
When you lose a pot, you start to feel bad. Well, now he picks up a little pot here, and momentum shifts, make you feel a little bit better about the next hand you see.
Right. And like I said, you get some confidence, you win some pots, you feel like you can play properly and make some plays. Also, your image of the table is different. You start winning 2 or 3 in a row, they're less apt to call a big raise from you.
Right.
Look at this. Dave's got fans everywhere. He's got fans from Iowa. He's got fans in
I think
Texas.
everybody's
Way to
tired.
go,
Nobody's
Dave.
talking.
Oh yeah, I'm tired.
5 raises, 50,000.
All in.
Ooh,
Wow, a big raise here from the one of the big stacks. Eunice waking up with ace king, jamming all in for over 500,000. She's just gonna
she
pick
picked
this
us
up
some
here.
pots, 100K.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Now, if you got a raise in front of you,
Otherwise, you'll hit
no
the-
use letting everybody in.
Yeah, I like that squeeze too, especially with ace king there. You might get a light call. You might somebody be sitting there tanking with ace queen, and they decide to call, and you pick up a huge pot. But Eunice also has a pretty good image, so it's gonna be hard for them to call her too light.
Yeah, she folded a pair face up already here.
Yeah. What if that went into play with that queen eight? She's thinking, I showed those knives here. I showed a little weakness. He's making a play on me.
4 folds.
Oh,
5
now
raises,
Kozo picks up
50,000.
ace king, raises to
Call.
50.
7
King
folds.
jack suited.
8
Quick
folds.
call from Eunice with the king jack there.
All in.
Oh,
Oh, and another all in. Chago this time.
2 tens.
Pretty big size all in here.
Kosovo should call, and then Eunice can get out of the way here, I think.
Yeah, Kosovo may be the chip leader at this point. Getting
848,
really
yeah.
close to $1 million in chips.
282.
It's 3.15 million in play.
You know, they were talking.
Raise the minimum.
We were talking about his wife. I'd use that for my chop negotiations.
Yeah, right.
514.
Makes the call, or did he move all in over the top?
Looks like he's raising.
I think it was a call because I think I heard the
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's only all in for 282. I think he raised because he put a lot more.
Oh,
in
he
there.
did. Yeah, he raised it to 514. That's what it was. Okay. So ace
He min
king
raised what he did, yeah.
and tens. Chago with the best hand here, but he does have the shorter stack.
And we did see a king fold with Eunice's king jack. So
Safe flop for Chago. Looking to fade an ace or a king. And a good turn card for him. Could be doubling up. And he
there
does.
is.
282.
So he's gonna be over 600.
And there's the momentum shift we were talking about.
So now suddenly Chago's sitting at 600K,
Finally.
or really close to
Holds
it.
up.
Yeah, well over the average stack now is Chago. And the chip, what I believe the chip leader at the moment has taken a big chunk out of his stack, so that's going to change the dynamic again. I think that puts Dave back in the lead.
What'd you have?
Chago's a great guy. I talked to him some when we were playing CAD. He's a general contractor. He stays pretty busy. He builds lots of different things here in Houston. These builders are doing well. They're doing a good job for our city, so they work hard. So I'm glad to see he's doing well. God, it's fun stacking chips.
Yeah, it's so fun. I just love it.
That was a blast playing that 4-8 for all those white chips. Every pot's just gigantic. You're just stacking chips and stacking chips.
5 folds.
Yeah, we played the little 4-8 mix game the other day. I think we're going to start playing that quite a bit here at Champions, at least once a week.
Yeah, here at least Friday and Sundays, 2 days we try.
Yeah, it's such a fun game, and if you don't know how to play those games, that's the right price point to try to learn them. You know, nobody's going to get hurt too much. You lose 100 or win 100. You know, maybe a couple hundred if you're really bad like me, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, I was stuck 200 and bought into more and rallied a little bit, so it was a blast for me too.
Yeah, I usually buy in for 300, and I got stuck like 210 or something like that, and then I ran it back up, and I still ended up losing a little bit, but you know, you can scoop one big pot and be right back in there with that kind of game. It's fun.
Dave wanted another little pot with some aggression.
Thank God not ace and king came out.
Dave's sitting at,
Try to hold up. Let's get big
oh, I
hands.
can't see those numbers on my little screen.
No, jack came out, right?
573?
No? I would have won.
543, yeah. So he's gotten almost 600. No, 643. So he's at 700 now. That's good. Now, the stacks are relatively even. There's not too many short stacks. I'm looking at the table right now. Steve's still short. But
6 folds, 7 folds, 8 folds,
everybody else is relatively even.
9 folds,
Yeah, looking at the sizes here.
4 calls.
Jason's still on a short stack, it looks like. Everybody else is very even in the 5 to 7 range.
Yes. Steve, a little short there. Looks like he's got just over 100K.
5 raises.
Yeah. Oh, Steve and Jason.
145,000.
We got a big raise here from Kosovo. Makes it 145 with an ace-7. Kind of a dangerous raise when you have a couple of limpers, but I like the aggression. Chago with a nice looking hand on the button. Getting out of the way though. And I know you like that Jack-10.
I don't like it that much.
But that's not the spot.
No, not there, not there. I would have liked to seen a 3-bet from Eunice there with King Queen. With a big stack.
Oh, there's a big problem. I forgot jump number 3.
Oh, you did?
God almighty.
You brought 3 jokes, only can remember 2.
Now I'm,
I think that's the 3rd joke.
I'll think of it, hopefully.
Seven folds.
Lava should open here.
8 raises.
40,000. Min click here from ace-10.
Folds.
Jason again.
Jack-10. This time on the button. Only have to fade the blinds, not squeezing you.
5 folds.
Not a terrible way to see a flop.
6
Let's
All right.
Eunice gets in cheap with the 6-5, and we'll be 3 players to the flop.
I like it, I like it.
3 players.
Oh, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, open ender for Jason, gut shot for Eunice.
6 check.
It's a bad gut shot for her, though.
Yeah. Don't want to catch those guts.
No, she catches an 8, so we're in all sorts of trouble.
8 checks.
Free card, dangerous thing. Oh, now she gets a double gutter.
Double gutter.
With that, that 3 could have helped anybody. She's thinking she might be able to fire out here and pick up the pot.
Yeah, 150,000 in the middle is looking pretty tempting.
She's got to put some mustard on it though.
6
Oh,
bets,
just
20,000.
Just a min bet, 20,000.
Jason's never folding there.
I don't know if you can get anybody to fold for 20K.
Yeah, I would have fired a little bit more.
Flavio's going to raise with nothing.
Yeah, it's a good raise.
70,000.
And that puts Jason in a tough spot now because you have a raise. That gives Eunice the opportunity to squeeze if she actually does have something like, you know, if she turned a set there or flopped a set and checked it, you're in a real tough spot.
I really like that aggression from Jason. But again, I would have sized it a little bit higher. Just make it uncallable for people. Because she has a straight and a flush draw here she's calling. I think this hand she probably could fold. That 3 diamond looks like she picked up a flush draw, right? She's got a 9 with a flush or even a 10 jack of diamonds. 6-5 of diamonds.
Such a
those
small
hands-
raise.
yeah,
She's going to call here.
She should. Again, I think the size is a little dangerous.
And if she makes her straight with a black card, she's going to get paid.
Oh, that was Jason's card.
Well, just a pair for him, but it would have given him the pot.
But he had no chips. He's got to fold there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Flavo's aggression pays off. He's winning this pot no matter what.
6 folds.
he hadn't even figured out what he was going to bet. She mucked her hand. He was still thinking about the sizing.
Good
I
aggression.
love it. Speed things up here.
Right.
It's only 30-minute levels. Let's get out of this hand.
I do think if she had raised it, if she had led a little bit bigger on the turn, it would have made it a lot harder for him to raise.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he won't. He might. He's a great, good aggressive player. But if she sizes like half pot there,
Yeah, and it really was a good card for her, so she could have done that, but yeah.
and it could show where she's checking a 9, right? She checks a 9 there, and she bets the 9, and he raises. She can't put him on anything bigger, right? 3 couldn't have helped him.
Right.
That's where you think it through, and you've got some chips and some aggression. You can, and again, it's one thing to think theoretically,
Well, yeah, it's easy for us. We see the hands, so.
but even if you don't see the hands, right? It's one thing to think theoretically. There's nothing to pull the trigger.
Right. Yeah.
So she's sitting there. You know what? Forget what he has. She's looking at his range. He raised it, but he didn't see bets. He doesn't have a queen there. But
Right.
2 8s. But even at 2 8s, he see bets, right? So what can does he have there?
Yeah, and she's thinking, I've got $5,000 worth of chips here. Do I want to go home with $650?
Right. Exactly.
You know. Another king jack for Eunice. Kosovo opens this one up from the button with queen 5 suited.
Steve goes all in, right?
Yes, Steve picks this spot in the big blind to move all in.
Yeah, this got
After
not
a
much.
raise and a call here.
Doesn't have a ton of fold equity with the
Yeah.
30,000, yeah.
Already in the big blind. I don't hate that with the 9-7 of diamonds. Likely to get 2 callers here and possibly triple up.
Yeah, but you're gonna get a. There was no raise, right?
It was a min raise from
A min raise,
Kosovo.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
yes, I do like it.
And now he re-raises
To isolate.
to isolate, but
6 calls, 180.
Eunice is going to call. She actually has the best hand.
Eunice's mom didn't raise no quitter. Let's go.
So we're going to have a side pot here. We're going to have one player all in.
92. We're gonna have 270.
Kosovo does not like that at all when she calls, right?
No,
276.
but he didn't raise enough.
I know. These sizings are.
276. Everything else inside.
Good job, Matt. I love when a dealer talks through the side pots. Everybody understands what's going on.
Yeah, because then if you do make a mistake, and every dealer does, including myself, then somebody can stop you. And you can tell them why you're doing what you're doing, and if they can correct you, that's a
what
good
a
spot.
flop.
Yeah, wow.
What
Hearts
a
for
flop.
Kosovo.
6 moves all
He
in.
calls,
5
snap calls with a pair and a heart draw. This might be the hand of the tournament right here.
Hands up.
Wow. And Steve with the 9 also has a chance still.
Eunice does have a blocker, but look at that. It's almost even money. But I think that's because Steve's in the hand. Great turn. What was that, straight? No. Yes.
Jack makes
For
a
Eunice,
straight for
yeah.
Eunice, so same winner.
I'll take it.
And that's going to eliminate Steve in 7th place.
Take a big chunk out of Kosovo.
Yeah, and Eunice is definitely going to be the chip leader after this hand. She'll be almost $1 million in the pot. 973,000 if the graphics are correct. Wow.
Good hand. What a flop though.
Didn't like folding. Didn't like folding.
Looking good for you now.
Eunice was able to bow up and call after the isolated raise, and then flopped very well.
6 points, okay.
That was a pivotal hand there. That leaves Kosovo with about 230, almost 240, 230 something, 35. Still
Yeah.
got some playability though. It's not.
Yeah, you're not crippled at that point, but
Button is correct.
You're not loving it, but,
but
you're
you
not
feel
crippled. Yeah, yeah.
sometimes you can feel that way. Like
Right.
a big chunk of your chips go, and it's easy to get steamed in those moments, and then you know, make some mistakes. So hopefully he has a chance to cool down before he gets a hand that he has to put some chips in the pot again.
Even with that, there's still a lot of. It's pretty equal. on the top. It was like 973. Then we had a couple of 6-500s. Like one double, not even a double up, just a big pot. $200,000-$300,000 pot going in that direction.
Folds, 3 folds.
Just Dave has stepped away from the table, and he would have had pocket nines this hand.
Oh, Kosovo. This should be it.
5 bets.
He's going to shove all in here, I believe.
Yep, he's all in.
Yeah, with 20 bigs, or 10 bigs. A little more than 10 bigs.
And now you hope everybody puts you on the
You
steam.
just folds King Jack. Just, we're not winning with it twice. We're not winning with it twice.
not two in a row. Well, a little different situation there.
Yeah, of course. The amount was about the same. It was 200 something.
Right, but she'd already called half of
turned
it
it
last
off.
time.
Good point. Good point. Hey, this is my boy Scott. How you doing, Scott?
Oh, yep.
How's Zelda doing? Very good whistle.
Better stop. We'll get a copyright violation.
Yeah, we don't want to lose our monetization
That's
there.
right.
Good. I think you you whistle just the right number of bars.
5 raises, 45,000. 6 folds.
This is a little different. Commentating for
Right.
tournaments is a little different. There's a lot more strategy, a little more ICM involved.
9 raises.
Just Dave,
20.
fanfare. pitch
Wow,
jacks.
if he'd have been here for the last hand, he would have had nines. Now he has jacks. Things are going Dave's way.
Yes. Oh yeah, the UFC fights are happening tonight. Some big fights tonight, right?
Don't tell anybody about that. There's a big poker tournament on right now.
Oh no, I mean that's afterwards. We're fine. Let's get ready to rumble. That's funny. Matt's the one that said he dealt to Bruce. What's his name?
Bruce Buffer.
That's it. I'm glad you're younger than me, Dan.
And let's get ready to rumble is actually Bruce Buffer's older brother's catchphrase, who did all the boxing matches. You get
Right.
yeah, Bruce Buffer is the "it's time" guy. It's time.
Very good, very good. I can't mix up my Buffer brothers right now.
That's right. I'm a cesspool of trivial information.
Oh, look at this.
A slightly better ace-3.
That's right. The classic ace-3 versus ace-3 battle. Blind versus blind again. Oh, no, that's the button versus small blind right now.
Yeah, we still have a big blind
Call.
behind.
He called.
Dave's going to get in there.
3 folds.
Let's see what Chago's
Chago has a 3, but he's not going to get in with that kicker.
He was dominated,
Yeah.
as the kids say.
Wow.
Ooh, this is
Well,
going to be interesting.
most likely a chop, but we're going to see some action with that board.
9 bets, 70,000.
He flatted.
Donk bet.
Yeah. And a call.
Leading into the razor.
Oh, jeez.
Bink.
And here's the thing. Dave should have all the deuces. Flavo should have none of the deuces, right? If you're looking at the position. and the
Right, in
ranges,
theory.
yeah.
Flavio should have none of the trays either, though. And-
Right, right. I mean, I guess he could have ace deuce suited. So Dave's got the diamond, so he has the ace deuce of spades, ace deuce of clubs.
Raising to 200,000.
Snap call.
9 calls.
That's not enough.
You need about 3,500 more, or 35, or 25. There we go.
5 more.
Pop up a king or queen here. Let's make this interesting.
I think the last tray. Oh, that's already on the board.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there,
Now
king.
this is going to make it very interesting.
9 check.
There he is. That's
Call.
100.
8 bets, 100. 9 calls.
Split it up. All that is done.
Chop.
Wah, wah.
Wow.
You know what
Drama.
Dave's doing something I love as a tournament director.
A lot of drama.
He's coloring up. When there's some dead time, you color these
figure
chips.
out
It
why
makes
you
the game
bend
go
so much.
faster, makes things a little bit easier in the deal.
Because
That's
you
a
had
really,
it,
Dave's a
why-
very good tournament director.
It wouldn't have helped me if I'd have hit a 2.
Yeah, well, and now the blinds are at a point where you're never going to use those 1K chips anyway.
Had a straight. They would have been
Get 'em
both
out of there.
shoved.
There's a joke that my daughter used to say. One of the things I hope to do is to be
What
a
a
tournament
goofy
director here at Champions. And there's a joke my daughter used to say all the time about the Beatles. Somebody asked John Lennon, and I don't think it's true, but somebody asked John Lennon, "Do you think Ringo's the best drummer in the world?" And Lennon answers, "He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles." And so I feel that way. I'm not even the best tournament director in the booth. So, so I hope to learn from you guys and do well. But
Well,
yeah,
you
you're
came
nice
to the
guy.
right
I'm a nice
spot.
guy.
We have a team here that has worked a lot of tournaments, and
Phew.
yeah, I'm
Chihuahua.
definitely not the best
Remember
tournament
that one a long
director in this
time.
group of guys, but yeah, it's I'm happy to be here.
I like your odds in the booth, though.
Yeah.
Brian's not in here.
It's
is he?
50-50.
Oh, yeah. It could always be worse, sir.
There was a
It's one of the
time when I was
biggest problems
competing
with
directly with
society is
Brian, for
many
sure.
People don't know what a bad day really is.
I think that fight's been called.
That fight has been called.
Complaining about everything.
I'm
You
sorry.
guys are still pretty good friends.
Oh, yeah. They don't
Yeah,
know
we're
what a
really good friends.
bad day really is.
Have
I
been
don't know.
I
the,
really
the
like-
entire time.
I liked what you said. Like I was asking you what your plans for the future. Because I just want to hang out with my friends and do poker stuff, which is it's a good life.
Or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. A bunch of first world problems.
Great.
Oh wow, here we go.
6 raises to 8,000.
Let's see if we get any fireworks from anybody else.
I like it. Little min raise with aces.
Dave's reach for chips. Chago's got a hand. All right, we got some fireworks possibility here. Oh, Jansen with 53,000 left. The raise is 30. It's an all-in or
Oh,
fold for him. I
she's
think.
hoping he goes all in because that reopens it.
It
Oh
sure-
no, it doesn't reopen it. He
No, it
doesn't have
does.
no because if he raises, it's only going to be a 23,000 raise.
Right.
I
You need
know.
to make it 30 to make it work.
Here you come down. Ooh.
Yeah, so
He's in for
figure out
30.
why you
No,
bet
he's in
negative.
for 30.
I said, golly, does he have
If he
a...
make it 53, he's in for 30.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, he's in for 50. Yeah, he's in for 30. So he would have made it 83, which is still not enough because you're right. That's why you're the best term director in the room.
in the booth, I'll take it. I wasn't going to take it. Now I
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
4 is all in.
Wow, look at this 9 high flop.
6 raises to 150,000.
Rich is going to get richer after this hand.
Could you just swish that around a little, just so I can see it? Thank you.
Good fold, Dave.
I just want to look at that pot. I'm definitely not going to win.
Yeah, I'm never going to call, but you know, let's.
It's been fun.
Oh, those 2-1 guys versus 6s.
Give him a 7. Give the man a sweat.
7 of spades would be an interesting card.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Good luck, guys.
Eunice takes another one down.
Yeah.
Ooh, good hand, man.
Jason is going to be going home 6th place with 2 6s, but 740 bucks, not too bad.
Not too shabby.
Got to play on stream for the first time.
Everybody's paid jump right here.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, now the pay jumps are starting to get bigger.
Scared to death of this lady.
And Eunice making some big waves here at the final table.
That's a good looking shirt. Is that a soccer emblem? Or maybe it's just a. I like that.
Started with
Pearly gates?
228.
Oh, I don't know.
Some kind of brand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks cool.
That's the big guy? Just
No,
big
no,
guy,
no.
yes, sir.
I have
No small one.
168.
So we're down to 6 now.
6 or 5? 1, 2, 3. There should be 6. Yeah. All right. No.
Oh,
suited hand.
Oh, we're down to
5.
down to 5. Yeah, that's right. He got 6th place.
You need to double up.
Doing a little simple math here on the booth
Yeah.
on a Saturday night.
I forgot to account for the last one. Is what happened
Oh,
on my little spreadsheet. I'm such a nerd.
so I really like that spreadsheet.
That's how I keep track of how many big bets there are and stuff.
There's Lady Di, Diane Summers for her husband, it looks like.
Hi, Di.
Hi, Di. We were specifically told to say hi, Di.
And blinds are up to 30K. Average stack still over 20 big blinds.
I'm sorry. 60.
9 raised to 60,000.
Every player at the table guaranteed $920 now, but first place is $5,000.
We might have a little clash here with Ace 10 versus King Queen versus Eunice and Dave. Eunice is over 1 million chips now.
That's a third of the chips in play. Dave came to the table as the chip leader. Still has over average stack, I believe. Well, now some of it's in the pot, but it was pretty close.
Yeah, and he's going to pick up a little extra pot chips here. Oh, Samuel, yeah, Samuel was in the tournament with me. He's the one that took me out. He played earlier today. He was 2nd place last week, so he's joined us in the stream. What's up, Samuel? You played well today. He got knocked out. He made his flush when the guy made his full house on the river.
Ooh.
Pretty brutal. Many chances left, Samuel. Many chances left. We'll be here next Saturday.
That's right.
Blinds are high now, aren't they?
It's pretty cool. You got to play in the tournament and then commentate on it afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I would have been happier if you were on the final table and somebody else was in here with me, but
I won't lie to you. I would have been a lot happier too.
yeah, that's right.
But I like my odds being in the booth with you.
Yeah, right.
I thought I played pretty well. Just really just played 2 hands.
We got so busy today they called me in early to deal some, so some of these guys got to see me in action.
By the way, you've got some pretty good chops there, Dan.
Oh,
not
thank
bad,
you.
not bad at all.
Aces again?
Been doing it for quite a while. I don't deal much anymore, but when I do, it's still fun.
3 players to the flop. 3 players down.
Queen 10, 9, 8, 4, 4. Oh, wow.
Somebody folded my hand face up on one of the tables that I was dealing. 7-4 diamonds. I was. Wow, look at this here. Eunice with middle pair. Chago with bottom set.
She led for 60.
Oh, just call, just call.
I know.
It's easy to say from here.
People always say, I'm afraid of the club draw, this or that, but I think you remember the times you get burnt, you know?
Of course.
You have ace.
No ace, but pretty good.
Oh, and he's going to show.
That's better.
Yeah.
I got an
thought you were
interesting
on a
hand
flush
today
or an
in
ace or
Holdem.
something
I raised with 2 kings. Flop comes perfect flop for me, king 10, 4 or something like that. And I lead for a pretty good amount. The guy flats, which is great, turns a queen with the heart draw. I just make a small bet again. He calls, and then a jack comes on the turn. I'm like, what did I just do?
Uh-oh.
But I still won the pot. He had, or something came in the turn. Anyway, I ended up still winning, but I wasn't afraid. I kept on firing at it. But on the river, I did not fire it. But I started thinking, maybe I should have fired it because I think I'm calling. Am I checking to induce a? And I was so fast. The jack scared me so fast. I'm an ace or a 9 beats me, right? So I'm not sure if I should have just let out there again and get him to call with 2 pair, which we had. But I'm calling anyway if he bets. So,
Right.
my check-ins and do so I just went too fast. We've talked about it before. If I sat and thought it through, I probably still would have checked, but I'd like to have sat and thought it through. Nines again. Nine's been a big.
Yeah, nines seem to be the hand of the day for this final table.
See, Dave made a little bigger raise when there was another player in the pot, right? So she limped in, and then he made a little big raise from the little blinds. I like it. I like the sizing there.
Gets rid of the other limper. Will be heads up to the flop here.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Overpair and a gut shot for Dave. Top 2 for Eunice.
And she's got position on him.
And he's going to lead out for a 125.
Of course he is. And she raises. Oh, too big. But see, that hand needs a ton of, well, I don't know. There needs a lot of protection there. I guess the one hand he needs protection from is the hand he has, right? But he calls.
Calls.
Dave's definitely not dead. He's catch a 5, a 9, or a 6. So percentage-wise, it's only at 60-40. It's not bad.
Yeah, it looks like an Omaha hand.
Yeah. He's way better off with 9s than aces here, you know?
We got a big pot here. This pot is bigger than some of the stacks on the table already.
Right. Oh, wow. Pot's huge.
I check.
Oh, she checks back. Ah. Oh, there's his card.
Oh, no.
Good for Dave.
Ooh, the river. Nice river.
Yeah, unlucky run out for Eunice. I don't know what you do there. Probably jam on the turn.
Yeah,
Maybe get rid of him, but
if he calls you,
there's
you lose. You
so
lose.
much in the pot already, and yeah.
I jammed that turn.
Yeah.
I don't even think twice about it. He's already shown propensity to call. The king shouldn't have mattered.
Coy Jordan Poker in the chat asking how it's going. It's going pretty good here. How are you doing?
What's up, Coy Jordan?
Got a bunch of people watching the live stream. We're having a great time. If you're out there watching, please give us a like and a subscribe. It definitely helps us out as we try to grow the stream. And the tournament's already growing. It's been getting bigger every week. This week we had 77 entries. First place in this event is $5,000. And Eunice with a good shot at that 5,000 is going to raise it up again here with King 9 in the cutoff.
I like it. Still showing some heart.
5-handed, that's a nice hand.
And after a tough loss, she's not pulling into the shell. She's still playing.
Gets Flavio to lay down an ace on the button.
Dave's still stacking, so there's no reason to play 9
Yeah,
there.
get out of there.
Chago's got a big hand.
85.
Easy to defend there in the big blind.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a 3-bet hand, 5-handed for sure, but
it is for your booth mate, but we'll see. And once again, she flops pretty well.
yeah, gets middle pair. Chago with a gut shot though, and 2 overcards. Backdoor diamonds. He's got a pretty nice hand too.
Boom, quick bet for 100.
About half the pot. Firing right out.
A little bit less than a quarter of her stack, so she's not kidding around.
No. Trying to get those chips back.
Good bet.
Yeah.
I like the heart. Don't give up, man. You got to fight in tournaments. You got to battle,
Right.
battle.
Nice little hand, nice little pot.
That's why I love tournaments. You can take hands off in cash, just kind of reassess yourself. But at this stage of the tournament, you can't take a hand off. I mean, it's just so huge.
Right.
So you've got to suck it up and make a battle and keep fighting. I'm going to hope when things settle down a little more, I can start playing a little bit more. But it's going to be hard traveling back and forth from Dallas and still getting some play in. But I'm going to try. forget how much fun it is watching these. This is a lot of fun.
Right.
And as a tournament director, you sit there and you watch a lot of final tables. You know, you're sitting there just watching them.
That used to be my job. I did a lot of restarts on the crew, and so I was, a lot of final tables, a lot of featured tables and stuff like that at the series, which, to be honest, is the worst. Just watching one table for 8 hours in a day. It's like, oh.
Well, you know.
When you can't see the cards, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
like, this is way more interesting. You can actually kind of get a feel for what, why people are making the plays they're playing and all that kind of stuff. When you're just watching chips move around for 8-10 hours, ugh.
On it.
3-bet 100,000.
I wish I had chips. Because you don't have it.
5 points. 5 hands.
Top pair for Chago bet and take it.
Showing it again.
Chago's a great guy. He's one of those guys that doesn't want others to feel like he's picking on them.
Picking on them,
yeah. It really, this is a kind person. Yeah, exactly, Jordan. So many different variables to it. And you're always adjusting, especially towards the end with the blinds going up, having less players. And then you begin to understand the dynamics of your fellow players a lot, too.
And just when you get a feel for something, their chip stack changes, and they change their game.
Exactly.
So you have to also be aware of that, the dynamics of where the chips are at, how the stack sizes are. I haven't played enough final tables to know, but I'm sure it makes a huge difference whenever somebody goes out of the table too, because now positions among the other players have changed. You know, there's the guy that used to be to your left is no longer there. You know, changes everything.
6 checks. Check. 6 checks. 5-bet 30,000. 6 fold.
Cosmo picks up some much needed chips right there. I remember when I was playing well and doing well and playing some other turns, I made it a mental exercise to know everybody's chip counts without looking for them. Like it just keeps my mind sharp instead of putting some headphones on and wandering off a little bit. I'm just trying to something to keep kind of a mental exercise.
Yeah.
I remember Phil Ivey one time was talking about it. They said he wanted a counter. He just wanted somebody's chips out in front. He goes, "Why are you doing that?" I goes, "Phil, I know everybody's chip counts, but we still got to do it right." Of course, he's got everybody's chip counts in his head, Yeah. And that's what kind of brought myself. Okay, I want to know everybody's chip size. I want to be like Phil Ivey.
Right. Well, like I said, I've rarely been at the final table of any tournaments like that, but when I was dealing a lot of tournaments, I would always try to make it.
Flavo gets a walk with kings.
Oh wow. Yeah, when I was dealing a lot of tournaments, my little game that I would play to keep my mind awake and sharp was I would always, whoever had the smallest stack at the table, I would know their exact count.
Right.
So if anybody ever asked for a count, I would just be able to say it.
Now, are we supposed to tell somebody's count? Oh, I guess when they shove, right?
Yeah. If they move all in, if they've moved all in.
Oh, one time I saw a dealer make nobody at Champions, obviously. Good dealers here. But somebody said, "How many chips you have?" And I saw the dealer reach over and count it down. I go, "What are you doing?" I'd put a stop to it. But we're going to have a little fireworks here.
Yeah, ace, queen suited versus sixes. Blind versus blind.
Two pretty good stacks.
Fabio tried to limp in with those sixes and got raised immediately. A pretty good size raise there to 80K.
And Dave's been playing really well, pretty aggressive lately. So.
We have a call.
Good bet. Good pot. Almost 200K.
Flavio with about 310 behind.
Good flop for 6.
Dave up over $1 million still.
Dave and his aggression, 75. Good C bet size. Wonder if this slows him down. This should slow him down.
Yeah, now he knows Flavio's in there. He's got to
Holy
make a hand.
crap, what a card for Dave, though.
Wow.
He's checking his equity. And 6s are still good.
Yeah, 10s and 6s now. He might be able to get some value here because Dave's probably going to think this is a chop.
Call.
8 bets.
That's exactly what Dave did. He called so fast. But Dave picked up a lot of equity in that turn. Holy moly.
80,000 was the bet there, so Flavio is going to pick up a nice sized pot here.
Yeah, $500,000.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Nice hand.
Takes a serious chunk out of the chip leader's chips and
It was a good
puts him
sizing.
right up there.
Good sizing of the river to get called by an ace. All right, got 75 viewers watching. You guys can throw us a like and a subscribe. It really helps.
Oh, I thought you wanted shots.
We're
Take
gonna
shots.
be streaming almost every night of the series between tournaments and cash games.
Dang
So
it.
help us get our viewership up, and we can get some better cameras.
Yeah, speaking of which, if you don't know about it,
Man, you people are
September 20th to October 3rd, giant series here at Champions Club in Houston, Texas. Over $1 million in guarantees. We're going to have a ton of tournaments. You should be able to get on to Poker Atlas right now and look at that schedule if you're interested. And Champions Club Houston is the only poker room in all of Texas that has a hotel right on site. And we're running a poker rate special for that. If you're coming out to play for the play those tournaments, book your rooms now, make your plans before everything gets sold out here. It's going to be an incredible event.
Definitely would book my rooms early because the hotel is in a great area. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at this turn. Straight draw, flush draw, top 2.
Yeah, Coy in the chat asking if the schedule is released. It should be on Atlas now. September 20th is going to be the opening date. There will be a monster stack that day and a horse tournament. And then with all the way through October 3rd. And main event is going to be a 1,300 buy-in with 750,000 guaranteed. Should be able to see the dates and details on Poker Atlas now.
And we're going to have $5,000 guaranteed nightlies every night for $150.
Yeah, insane. We're going to have so many tournaments in a 2-week period. I think they've got over 20 events. It's going to be
Dave
fun.
lead? Dave led? Yeah, should be an easy call. I don't think I'm going to raise here, but I'm definitely calling with Chaco's hand.
Call.
Yep.
3 calls.
Ace high.
Yeah, what a clash on the turn. I think Dave had so much equity, but Chaco's never folding top 2.
Yeah, again, Dave with a gut shot and nut flush draw. 2 hands in a row. Just a tough spot for him.
They're trading chips around. Now Chaco's almost at $1 million. And he was one of the shorter stacks to start the tournament, I
Merry
believe.
Christmas.
Yeah, Chago was at
I mean,
173 coming in, so he
Yeah,
was
a
right
lot.
kind of in the middle of the pack, maybe number 3.
Yeah, third lowest.
Third lowest, yeah.
Great, Coy. Can't wait to see you here.
Nice hand.
And Kosovo now gonna have to make a move soon, down to 6 big blinds.
6 folds. 8 folds.
And Dave with a suited queen on the button. Looks like just a call. No.
Dave's all in.
Wow. Just making a move.
Oh, no, it's not. It was a... No.
That
no.
must be a
Yeah,
mistake
it was
on the...
a mistake,
Yeah. Just called there. Which
All right.
kind of interesting to me. I think if you're going to play that hand,
You
might
gotta
as well-
raise
You
it,
got to
yeah.
raise. You don't.
But you've got to be careful with that hand there because you're looking at the big blind with a short stack.
Right.
So
yeah, it's almost not even worth it to play that kind of
Yeah.
hand.
But he bets and
turn-
takes it.
turns out he
What do we know?
uses the aggression after the flop.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
I need a new hobby.
Why do we play, right? Do we suffer?
Dave again with a big hand, king, queen. I love Dave's play tonight. He's being aggressive. He's very active. He's got to be the highest VPIP. It's not even close, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, when he came in with the chip lead, he's doing his job. He's staying aggressive. He's putting the pressure on the smaller stacks. And his stack size has been a roller coaster because of that, but he's still here.
Though I am surprised he hasn't been raising with these last couple of hands. Yeah, it's king, queen there. I thought he'd raise, but he just flatted on the cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
But also, nobody else has been that active, so it's not terrible. He just picks up a little bit of a draw here. It's an open ender. And nobody gets there. What's going on? Did Dave fold? He didn't fold. Nobody made a
No,
bet.
something
Yeah.
going on with the graphics there.
Yeah.
He accidentally deleted him, so
Oh, come on now, you don't have any.
against
of that.
nobody, Kosovo's winning, but against Dave, he's losing.
But he
Oh,
is
but
winning, yeah.
because he made the bet, he's going to get the pot.
Queen high, right?
Yes, I can.
I don't think so.
No, you'll see it.
I think
You'll
I
see
think
it.
I had the
I'm
four.
telling the truth. And you watch it later like everybody else, right?
That was a brave move by the shortest stack there.
Nice hand.
Just put out a little bet and see if you can take that pot down.
Yeah.
When you have so few chips and you only bet a little bit, people are much more likely to think that you have something.
Right.
It feels like you want to call there. And now Dave with Queen Jack.
Call.
I really
Yeah.
hate. I really don't like the limping.
Yeah, I don't like the new turn in Dave's strategy here, going from raising to calling.
And Chaco does too.
Well, that's what happens. It allows everybody else to limp in because
All right.
nobody wants to squeeze against a guy who's been so active, you know. Dave's not afraid to call.
Oh, flops the best hand.
Small bet here, 45 or 50? 50,000.
I've been playing through. I don't think we've had a break yet, right? They should be having a break. I must have played through a break.
No breaks on the final
No
table.
breaks on the final table.
They'll get a short break when it gets to heads up,
Right.
like a 5-minute break, whatever. Reposition, get the counts.
Mine's at 75,000.
You can tell these players are pretty tired. They've been playing since noon. It's 11 hours into the tournament now.
8 folds.
Takes some stamina to play poker.
Yeah, it's a haul.
830.
But at the end of the day, somebody's going to walk home with $5,000. So,
Not bad for a day's work.
yeah.
Could be a big one.
And time goes fast when you're playing. It really does.
Yeah.
The other turn.
Dave's picking up some hands. King, Jack, King, Queen, Queen, Jack. Last 3 or 4 hands.
Yeah. But he's dialed back the aggression.
Yeah,
So he's,
I think it's really
he's letting
hurting
other people in.
Now he's just calling.
I think he took a couple of hits in a row, and he just got a little
Little gun shy.
little gun shy.
It's not the best hand.
Very similar situation to last time. Flavio and Dave were in a hand together. Flavio bet, and Dave thought it was a chop, called immediately now.
And Flavio should have learned his lesson because he called pretty quick last time.
Right, he's going to win.
You can believe people where they play. They don't change much, especially not in the last couple hours. You know?
Right.
Yeah, being card
Take
dead
care,
right
man.
now is no fun.
Yeah. Kosovo under the gun. 5 big blinds left, which means he's basically going to be all in next hand.
I like it here at Champions. You guys do big blind first instead of big blind ante first. It gives the players a chance and gives them some play.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a debate going on about that in the poker community, and I see both sides of it, but I think the big blind first is much more player friendly. You shouldn't be all in and only be able to win your own chips back.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot. You know, like that's not
I think you're right. I think the
Can you
community's
drop
changing
anything
to
back there?
the
You've
big
had
blind
it.
first. It was big blind ante first for a couple of years, and now
which theoretically makes sense because in theory you've been putting antes in the whole time, so
Right.
you would have fewer chips. But if that's not the way you're actually playing the game, you shouldn't only be able to win your own chips.
and especially like you said, the big blind ante is so big in comparison to your stack size when you get shorthanded, or just the pot size.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaco's got a little wheel draw with the best hand. Bets and takes it.
Are you my new nemesis?
There's 5 of you, Dave. Everybody's a nemesis.
That's what I was just going to say. When you get down to one
should be real
table, they're
friendly
all
towards
your
me, man.
nemesis.
I gave you like all my chips, you know.
But you keep getting more and more. Like you give away.
I mean, I got to do something, you know. Donkey here, and you know, it's like dementia or something, you know. I mean,
All right.
comes and
Joseph's
goes.
got a big chunk of his stack in that middle right now.
it's so quiet. It's like a graveyard, you know.
We need you to remember that third dad joke.
Ah, Dave. A7.
He's getting very timid here, but I think he knew that Kosovo was going all in no matter what there.
And I'm okay with A7.
Yeah, yeah.
facing
If
it
you
off.
have an ace, you're probably supposed to do that against the big or the short stack, especially when you have a lot of chips.
23.
It's a big chunk for us. 133 to call out of 9 million. Pretty, not a great hand. 8-7 offsuit. And that's where Chago should have looked at the stacks, figured out if he's limping in, he's almost jamming almost everything there.
We need to win it. And
Yeah, we were saying it 2 hands ago.
Yeah. It's good to be very aware of stack sizes in these positions. Yep. I mean, saving 20,000. It's not terrible, but it's not. Every chip counts right now. Chip values go up so much towards the end of the tournament. We also, speaking of tournaments, we've got to change for Monday too, right? We're not doing the senior event on Monday anymore. Let me take a look.
Yeah,
at
that's correct. The Monday tournament is just going to be open to everybody now.
Yeah.
And I believe
It's an $80. It's actually not a bad little tournament.
yeah, some changes coming or already being taken effect here. as August looms nearer.
250.
All right. Kosovo's all in. Eunice has got an ace. But he's picked up some chips. 200,000 is no joke. She wants to call. She folds.
Oh.
I think you were
I
good.
get the feeling that this is not the first time Kosovo's been at a final table.
It feels like he's moving his chips very well.
Yeah, he's being aggressive in the right spots. He's not giving the other players information.
Yeah.
Everybody's being a little too
you
friendly
ask that
here,
lady
showing
to
their
bring
cards, showing what they're laying
just a
down.
glass
That's a
of
bad
ice, please?
move when you get down to
Right
the last
now.
few players. You might be able to get away with that early in the tournament when people aren't necessarily going to remember, but when there's only 5 players left, they're going to remember everything. To answer your question on that Monday tournament, it's now a noon tournament instead of 10 a.m. and it's also open to everybody instead of just seniors. It'll be a 2K guarantee, and it's an $80
Good thing they
buy-in.
invented Red
So,
Bull.
nice little tournament, daytime tournament,
What
one
time
day.
is it anyway, you know? Oh man, that's
Kosovo
like
all
10
in
minutes before
again,
my
this time
bedtime
with
on the
suited
weekend.
queen.
Yeah.
And taking down another set of blinds and antes and a couple of limpers there. So you can see he went from 6 big blinds to pretty close to an average stack
Right.
just by,
Just eyeballing. He's got the same thing as Eunice.
yeah, just keeping his foot on the gas and making moves in the right spots.
Can we go to Washington and protest high blinds? Probably won't
That was the
work.
third joke.
Nailed it. The blinds did go up to 40K. That's going to make a big difference here. Average stack now at around 16 bigs. So we're going to see a little bit more action.
Oh, I bet you were. Well, he's got some chips now, so he might not shove.
Yeah, now he's got some playing chips. He's got over 10 bigs. Just going to get out of the way this time. Wow. Surprising limp in from Flavio there with King Jack.
I see a jack. Oh, Flavio's being tricky. He's checking the jack.
50.
And
Dave's firing out their bottom pair.
bottom pair for Dave, making a bet. Find out where he's at. And 50K, significant portion of Flavio's stack. He's going to do the check raise here,
Can you
175.
go in for a second? I'm sorry.
That pretty much commits him.
Huh.
That's what Dave just started. Huh. I think that commits him. I think I'm going to get all those chips into the next turn. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Here, here. Appreciate the trouble. Thank you.
We got a great serving staff here at Champions too as well. They take great care of our poker players.
Yeah, it's an amazing team to work with. Everybody from the kitchen to the hotel to the bar. Poker staff is amazing.
You never miss me, do you? You never miss a thing. You know I'm funning. You know I'm funning with you, right?
Front desk
You know
staff.
I'm just kidding with
Yep.
you. Right?
Oh,
7-4 gets there.
I'm gonna let you.
Chago with bottom pair.
I'm gonna let you watch this exciting hand. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Be right back.
All right.
Try to hold out.
Man, at this rate, we might be here till 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Six folds. 8 folds. 9 calls, 40.
Dave just limping in here with a suited ace, letting Chago in cheap with my favorite hand, the 7-4.
Five checks.
I think Kosovo wanted to make a move there, but didn't really have the hand to do it.
Players. 3 checks. 5 checks.
Everybody misses that flop, checks around, and there's the 4.
3 checks.
Dave and Chago both catching a 4. And Dave's going to make a bet.
Okay, it's 50.
Whatever. Sorry.
9 bets,
50,000.
3 folds.
And he's going to take down the pot. Nice little pot there. 200,000.
Eight folds. 9 folds. 3 folds.
Folds around to the blinds here. Kosovo limps in with Jack 6, and Eunice is going to move all in with Jack 8. Very close in chip stack size. Kosovo gets out of the way. Aggression pays off for Eunice. She also had the best hand. Players have been playing cards now for almost 12 hours, and it seems like fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. People are getting a little quiet. There's still $5,000 on the line.
3 folds.
Oh, my phone.
5 folds.
Eunice with Queen Jack suited in the small blind makes the call. Heads up to the flop. Flavio with 8-5 in the big blind. 10 high flop. No help to either player. Eunice still out in front.
8 bets, 40,000.
Should, in theory, be a better flop for the big blind. And Flavio's going to bet out 40,000, but Eunice makes the call with 2 overcards. She also has backdoor spades.
6 checks.
Tray on the turn gives Flavio an open-ender, but it goes check, check. And a queen on the river
6 checks.
gives Eunice top pair. She checks it over. Let Flavio bet out at this one.
8 bets,
He bets
85,000.
85,000.
6 calls.
And a nice little pickup there for Eunice. Flavio making a move on the river. Getting called.
Saw Eunice pick up a nice little pot there.
Yeah, she played it masterfully there. She ended up catching top pair on the river and checked it over and let him bet into her.
Raise.
Little suited connector on the button. Eunice is going to make a raise. Makes it 100,000. Blinds are now at 40,000. 20 and 40. She picks up another set of blinds and antes.
There she goes.
Momentum shifting again as Eunice adds to her stack. Looks like she's possibly taking the chip lead again. Right up there around 900,000. Kosovo with a pretty nice looking hand, 5-handed.
Looks like she's gonna make a little raise. Pretty big raise, actually.
Buck 05, price of freedom.
120.
Nope, 120.
6 folds, 8 folds.
Bad count on my part.
Dave looks like he's gonna defend. Maybe. Nope.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
no, here we go.
I'd be
No, Chaco, no.
Why? Yeah.
We got 80 people watching now, guys. Thank you so much for joining the Champions Tournament today. We started out with 77. Now we're down to
Five players.
5 players. They're playing pretty good poker tonight. It's a
They're on
10,000
strike.
guarantee. We
They're
do
on
this every
strike.
week on Sunday, Saturdays, and once a
yeah.
month we do a 50K guarantee, right?
That is correct.
Another first world problem.
In September, we'll be doing a ton of these.
Yes.
Not 10K guarantees, but even bigger.
100s, 150s, 750s.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting month, or a couple of weeks there. September 20th to October 3rd.
We have a PLO 100K. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Excited to see some PLO.
About 500 on
If
green.
you get on Poker Atlas,
Hey,
you
is
can
this-
see
is
the
this,
schedule now.
Pretty normal for the duration of having 5 people and just
Oh,
keeping
Chago
5
flops 2
people?
pair there, top and bottom. He checks it back.
Yeah, it's
Scary as heck card on the turn. He fires at it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear well.
That should be enough to take him Kosovo
that's
unless he
weird.
does something silly.
Yeah, everybody's almost even. You guys ever close this place down and go home? Golly.
No.
Yeah.
Go home.
This is a poker club, sir.
This is home.
24/7.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Just Dave in his own down home way is trying to negotiate a chop.
Yeah. He's going to have to get a little bit more exact with his wording if he wants to talk deal with these guys.
Well, it's getting late, guys, and there's only 5 of us, and there's still a lot of money in the pot. Actually, it's probably not a terrible chop.
No, it probably would be pretty close to second place money if you
Yeah, 2,000, I bet, at least.
chop it up now. But
Could bet the flop.
I don't think anybody has mentioned the word chop yet, or deal, or anything like that.
I think it's just me.
Calling all that.
Well, he was saying, is it unusual for 5 players to play this long? Yes, it is actually. It's pretty unusual in a tournament situation for nobody to go out for almost 2 hours, but
40.
it hasn't been that long.
Right. We started at 9, right? Only been a couple hours.
Yeah, call it.
Yeah, it's been over a level since they started
I don't know.
5-handed play, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it was last, the blinds were at 30K then. So
5 calls, 6 checks.
Oh. Queen.
4 of the 5 of them in the hand and 3 of the 4 in the hand with queens. King high flop. Somehow misses everybody.
Kosovo comes just firing out there with. I guess he sees a bunch of limpers. He's going to rip the king. Good timing.
9 calls.
And just Dave getting in there. Non-believer.
Right. Let's see. Kosovo's got his the courage of his conviction and fire at it again here.
Well, 4 on the turn would be nice for him.
5 checks, 9 checks.
Check.
Check.
Ooh,
Oh,
makes
and-
the stone cold nuts, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. You don't want to take a stab at this one, Kosovo.
Yeah.
Dave double checking.
Did I just flop the nut? Yes, I just ripped the nuts. Yes, I did.
Indeed, I do
did,
have the
did.
nuts. See what kind of value I can get out of here. Unlucky for him, Kosovo has 5 high.
9 bet. 75,000.
I think Kosovo's going to tank for TV a little bit and just let this one go.
Yeah, this would be a really bad time for a check jam.
You have it?
Dave's been battling. He's back up there to almost $1 million. I think him and Eunice and Chaco have a pretty good amount of chips.
Yeah, Chaco's at just under $1 million, like 833 or something like that was what it
Eunice
said last
looks
time.
like she's got 7, maybe a little more, maybe 8.
Here, they're all relatively close, but Flavio down there around the 400 mark.
Raise.
To 100,000.
Oh, Flavio's picking
Wow,
up.
Flavio waking up with queens. Eunice is raised to 100,000.
Oh, he's all in.
He's going to move all in, which he's only got 360. That's definitely the right move.
Yeah.
He may get a call here from
He
King
actually
10. She's
might.
already put 100,000 in.
6
Yeah.
calls.
What do you have? Queens?
Flavio way out in front with 2 red queens here, but he does have the shorter stack and will be at risk. Could be eliminated as our 5th place player, or he could double up through Eunice,
It's looking pretty good.
putting him close to the chip lead. Is the fate of king or a 10, or king only? Yeah.
Nice hand, nice hand.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Full double up. $335 total. A little less than we thought.
Maybe I got a pair too.
Blinds 20, 40, 40.
You said you folded a pair?
No, I said maybe I get a pair now. Oh. I don't think I can fold a pair.
Small one. 3 folds. 5 folds.
And
Oh.
Eunice is all in
Oh, wow.
with a suited king on the
Oh
button.
my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh, back-to-back
Back to
queens
back,
for
he just-
Flavio.
9
Oh, man.
Oh my.
Did you
Wow,
the
back
cards
to back.
How's that
You
possible?
didn't give the cards
It's a
back?
setup.
They're not the same two queens. We had 2 red queens last time.
Well, give us 4 clubs for a sweat.
Not this time.
King
We
only.
need a king, and Eunice will not get it
Oh,
this
she's
time.
finishing in 5th. Wow.
Wow,
what a
I
little
did
roller
not
coaster
see
ride.
that coming.
Me either. She's been playing pretty tight.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just bad timing, really.
Been
'cause
among the chip leaders for the entire final table.
King 10's not a bad hand. King 5,
Time
Congratulations.
to run hot.
but with her chip size, not terrible there either.
Oh, yeah, she played well,
Let's make something happen.
and unfortunately will be eliminated in 5th place. But she will be taking home $920,000, which is not too bad. Or $920,000. No, $920.
Yeah, 920.
Where'd you get all those chips from?
And you got to play here on stream for the first time.
She did very well.
That's
Hope to see her
exciting.
again.
Yeah, she did very well. Now we're down to 4. Again, first place in this event, 5,000. 4th place, 1,220. So we're up over 1,000 for every player now, which is nice.
80,000. 8 folds.
And not a bad day
Calls.
for a $200 tournament.
Not at all.
3 calls.
Pick me.
All right. 9 clubs, 10
Yeah, I
jack
was gonna
clubs.
say that.
I like to
Come
see
on.
that. Jack
And
just
Jack
did it.
10
I check.
9 checks.
improving.
5 checks.
Throw out like a queen of clubs or something. Oh, 8.
I check.
A little bit of everything, something for everybody.
3 checks. 5 checks.
No, check. Yep. As far as that 20, that's not enough.
I'm pretty sure that's 40.
No, that's not.
No, it's not.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's. Good job, Matt.
And I
That's
can only beat
40,000.
7 and a 3. 7 and a 3 I can beat. That's it. You win.
Good little value bet there at the end there for Dave. Picks up extra
That's what
40,000
I'm
from
trying to do.
Kosovo.
Sorry.
Looks like Flavio being patient, picking up those queens, has really got a pretty big chip stack right now. Looks like 1.2, almost 1.3 million. These guys have been playing very well. They're playing almost 12 hours of poker now, or 11 and a half.
Not after this blind level, but after the next one. Yeah.
Do we get a break? Do we get a break?
God, I hope.
Just a quick race
I
left.
hope we won't be here after that.
Yep.
you know.
Okay. 8 folds.
If you give me a rack, I'll lose.
Told him after the next blind level.
Oh, okay. 30 more minutes?
30 more minutes, yes. Oh, they want to do it right now? Well. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it after this one.
Yeah.
Race.
Let's say they're going to erase off the yellow chips, give the players a little bit of a break. They've been playing the final table since 9, they started a little before that, but about 2.5 hours now.
How much you raise?
80,000.
Kosovo's contemplating something with the
Mid-raise.
9-4 hearts here. But he's got to been watching Dave defend a ton, so.
So you
No, it's only have one.
It's alright, he's just got 20. Just
Last
right,
19.
yours up.
Oh, you.
So he just calls there. That's interesting. Leaving him 53,000 behind. Oh wow!
5 checks. 9 bets, 50,000.
He's gonna get a good double up there.
5's all in for 53,000. 9 calls.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shit. I think you won.
Nice.
Nice hand. Nice hand.
Oh wow!
I have to hit trips to beat you. You see, it's still got 2 pairs.
Golly, runner.
Why are you
Kosovo's
taking
been hanging around. It's been really good. He's still in there. He's got a double up.
That's yours. I know these two are yours.
Yeah, 40,
next
40,
hand.
give me 40.
What now?
Okay, we're dealing one more 20, 40, 40.
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
20,
Oh,
40, 40.
okay. Oh, you're racing off. Okay, I got you. I got you.
40, 40. You're first.
I feel like we got something weird in strat right now.
9 folds.
Call.
3 calls. Calls. Option. 8 checks. 3 players. 5 checks. 8 checks.
80.
3 bets. 80,000. 5 folds.
Bully.
8 folds.
Chaco makes a great bet there. Picks up some blinds. He's been staying. He hasn't really been out of line much, so that bet there, even though it was a bluff, worked out really well for him. They're going to color up the yellow chips real quick. Take a short break. So Dan, out of the mixed games, which is your favorite?
Oh boy, it changes frequently, but I've been liking there's some Dramaha variants that I just learned since I moved here to Houston, and I like.
They don't give you.
I think my favorite is Zero. Have you played Dramaha Zero yet?
Which one is that?
So it's you're playing Dramaha, so you're playing Omaha High for half the pot.
Right.
The other half of the pot goes to the lowest number of pips on the cards.
They won't
So the face cards are 0?
Face cards are worth 0. So yeah, if you have all face cards in your hand, you have the nuts for that.
Right, right.
Yeah, I like that one a lot, and I don't know. I like some of the old. I like some of the old standbys where they're not split pot games. It seems like we've gone to
too many splits.
to mostly split pot games. So sometimes I like it when we just play deuce or Badoogie.
It does drive the action a ton.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes it more fun. It makes it so you're not going to get hurt as much in the game. If we just played deuce to 7, I'd probably go broke a lot faster.
I enjoyed the super variations of stud. Getting 4 and mucking 2.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've done that, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, when we first started playing the mixed games back in the 2000s, I think we started playing in like 09 or 2010 or something like that. We mostly played stud. It was like horse. But we would take Holdem out and add deuce to 7. So we played Dorse. So it was like 3 stud games. And then Omaha and deuce to 7, which was.
Yeah.
So I used to love that because I love stud games. But now I've kind of fallen in love with some of the draw variants and Dramaha. And yeah. It's fun.
It was fun putting some of our dealers through the paces. It's not easy when you deal with Holdem and Omaha most of the time. And so you have to change it up. So they did a good job the other night.
Yeah.
The other morning.
You can tell a lot about a dealer, too, like the dealers that hate dealing those games.
Yeah.
It's, they're struggling.
Right.
But most dealers love dealing those games because they just want to do something different.
Yeah,
they're dealing Holdem all the
right,
time, so they're like, oh, man, I love it. I'm so glad I get to deal this, Yeah. But we've got great dealers here, and most of them are more than willing to learn anything, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And who wouldn't want to deal to a bunch of other poker dealers?
Yeah, your tips are going pretty solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember for Eddie's birthday last year, we were at Poker House, and him and Kim Stone and Hayden and some of our other friends all ended up playing 6-12. And the night, the only winners were the dealers.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
It was just a blast because we were tipping a ton, drinking. I didn't get to play till towards the end because I was working, but throwing, you get a massive pot of white chips. What are you going to do with them? You're going to throw some of the deal.
Yeah. Well, we used to play a lot, too, on the road. Most places have a rake, and if you're playing at a place that has a rake and you're tipping that much, It's like everybody buys in for $300 and you play poker for 5 hours, and at the end of the day, one guy has 400 and everybody else has 100, and you're like, what the heck happened? You know,
Yeah.
it all just goes down the hole. But it's fun stuff. Back to the action. Looks like Dave took the lead here with bottom pair. The two big stacks going at it in the blinds.
That might have changed the lead.
Yeah, just by a hair. Dave takes the lead with just over $1 million.
Kosovo, I think, is the most experienced player out of this bunch, like you said. He's been able to really ladder up from being short stacked early in the mix. Yeah.
Yeah, very impressed by his play.
What the chances whether I'll fall asleep right now?
Started out right in the middle of the pack, but he got short really quick, and he's just been riding that short stack for a few spots.
Mm-hmm.
And here's an opportunity to get those chips in there.
Yeah, 285. A little more than 5 big, so. He doesn't raise all in. I like that strategy a lot. I remember the late lane Flack used to do that. He'd raise all in, save a couple blinds in the back, just in case.
Another Montana guy, Lane Flack.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. I met his daughter. She dealt in Deadwood, I think. Or maybe she dealt up north, so.
Yeah, I mean, he moved out of Montana relatively early on in his career, but all of my Montana friends knew him because that's where he came up and started playing.
Looks like Kosovo might get another double up here.
Yeah, got it in real good, and he catches a jack right out of the gate, but it's a gut shot now for
Double
Chago.
gutter.
Yeah, double gutter.
8 or queen.
8 of clubs. 8 of diamonds.
Oh, we got a diamond draw too?
Oh, and
he
a queen
gets
comes
there.
off, and he gets there.
But what a turn card for him, right? King 10 of diamonds?
Yeah.
do.
Wow,
I didn't
Kosovo
see it.
It's a
played
pleasure
very
to
well,
play.
got it
Very
in
well.
good. That's all you can do.
Tough
I
player.
did not see the
He
double
goes-
gutter with the flush draw.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I think Kosovo
when
was the
queen
roadblock
hit,
on
I'm
the
like,
chop.
oh, shit.
That's what they were talking about earlier, I heard.
Oh, really?
So we'll see if they decide to take a look at ICM here.
Yeah. Well, he'll be going home with over $1,000, $1,220 to fourth place. And
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
he's played super well.
Yeah, we're going to look at ICM.
Yep. That
Oh,
he was
wait,
definitely the
in ICM,
roadblock
like-
because they were.
goofy as hell, and people get screwed.
Okay, no problem. How many counts for you?
Last time I did that, but it was at a different place, and I felt like I got screwed.
Well, these guys have battled pretty hard. I think the ICM's going to be very even.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're only going to think you're getting screwed if you think you have a 100% chance of getting first place in this
Almost have
spot,
one
if
the
they're all
same.
very close to you.
Yeah, we're all. Why don't we
I
just
think,
split it
honestly,
3
if
ways?
they look at at an even chop, the
three-way
ICM doesn't
chop.
change much, and I think everybody's
Well,
pretty
the
happy with
last-
how that works.
Yeah, yeah.
Five,
If they have
7, 8,
really
9,
close,
That's the
almost
mindset of
gonna be
them.
really close.
Jeez.
All right.
Well, count your chips first.
Yeah.
Count your chips.
I have one.
500, 6, 7, 8.
Because honestly, I think
1.1.
they're almost completely equal. They're all looking like a million.
Yeah, it's
I
very
got a
close.
Total
I got
chip
a
count's
million.
3 million, right?
Yeah, 3.15 million in play. They
Yeah.
all have really
I'm
close.
eyeballing a million each right now.
To yeah.
I have 1 million.
250, 200,000.
Do you know, in case
You're
for
15,000
some of viewers that
more.
this is new to, explain ICM.
I got
So-
I got 1,000,000
Basically, it
5,000.
assigns a value to your percentage chance of getting each spot
1,100,000.
based on the number of chips that you have. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but so if you have twice as many chips as somebody else, you have twice as much chance of getting first place, twice as much chance of getting second place, twice as much, you know, so, but nobody's going to get paid less than however
What
many.
the third place is.
Right.
One,
so
one big
that's
blind,
the
and you
floor.
don't.
And then
Yeah,
you
I
get
know.
a value based on the number of chips you have.
I mean,
And it's
we're
independent
even.
chip
Let's just
model.
split it 3
Yeah.
ways.
Well, let's see
Yeah,
the
that's what it's
ICM. Let's see
No,
what.
no, no.
And the way it was
Nah,
always explained to me is just like you
I
said,
want to do
everybody's
just a
guaranteed
three-way split.
Three-way
the
chop?
third way.
Yeah.
What is the even
So you
money?
take that and you put that into the money.
Yeah, we just take all 3, add them up, and split them 3 ways. Yeah,
Look at
screw
that.
Oh, they're
it,
so
man.
close.
Yeah.
that-
It's might as well
I'll
be an
take
even.
Yeah,
first
the
place.
ICM's
Yeah,
going to
32, 23.
essentially
Oh,
Chago
come
would get
on,
an extra
dude.
$40 or
I'll
something.
keep
would
playing.
be
Let's
my
all
guess.
take first place. Let's just
It's
chop
a
it.
chip count.
Chop it 3 ways.
Chop it 3 ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
know,
It's almost even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too close to.
Go get your picture. Here.
Nah, it's fine. I don't want a picture.
But anyway, so yeah, just like you said, I think each chip is assigned a monetary number after that. After,
Yeah.
after
wow,
the
uh-oh.
events.
We all have the same. I mean, it's gonna be anybody's game.
No, I
as of
didn't.
right
I
now.
didn't damage it. I'm sorry.
It's just the battery pack.
I got caught on this thing.
Good job,
Hey.
gentlemen.
Well, it looks like they're going to take an even chop here, and then they'll assign somebody to be declared the winner, and that person will get pictures taken
Great
and
playing
all that
with
kind
you.
of stuff.
Golly,
But
you're tough. Hey, what?
Man, I came to
all these players played super
Hey,
well,
what's your
and
name,
I
sir?
like the chop in that spot.
Flavio?
Yeah, yeah.
When
Pleasure.
when you have
Nice to
even
meet
number
you.
of chips,
Golly, you guys can play.
a lot of times can become a crapshoot,
Oh,
and they've
sure.
been playing for a long time today, almost 12 hours. They're
They-
ready to go home.
They each took home $3,200.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
So that's
pretty
more than
darn good,
second place
yeah.
money. So you got to think you're a really good player to think that you have, X% better chance of getting first place than everybody else to not take better than second place money.
So great job. We do this again next week.
Yeah,
Same
we'll
bat
be-
time, same bat channel, right?
Exactly true. Every Saturday we're going to be streaming our final tables. We also stream cash games on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Come on back and see us at Champions Club. This is Dan Fouts with Min Wen. Thanks, Min.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Have a great weekend.